What's good, superstars? Back with another VeVe video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Johnny Dunn in the house. How's it going, Johnny?
Going well, my man. Going well. How you doing? How you doing, my man? Trying to beat me
Man,
up.
those are some
beat up the
those are some packed punches. You're packing the punches with that Tiger Woods golf shirt. Let me tell you guys something. If you're not already subscribed to Johnny Dunn, make sure you go check out Johnny Dunn's YouTube channel. He is an OG. He's been here forever. I think he does music too now, Johnny. You're all over the map here, and I know he's doing live streams on the drops. Definitely a fun place to be when there's drop time. There's great conversation. That's where we found him. Just talking in the chat, and he interacts with pretty much every single comment. I noticed that, so that's pretty huge. Anything else you want to say about yourself, Johnny?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, Superstar Joe. Appreciate you big time. Basically, my YouTube channel, I just try to create a nice vibe, a positive vibe. Show some new users how to get the drops. I've been pretty blessed with a lot of these big time drops, so I just try to help everybody else. What goes through my brain when I'm going for the drop, and just try to give my insights of being here early. Try to show people, what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, all kinds of things like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. You've had some. It's wild. Like when you actually stream the drop, it's almost like you get that juju. Like we have the superstar juju. You got that Johnny Dunn live stream juju.
Yeah, man. I mean,
unbelievable. Sometimes you're not even looking. You just tap the button and it's like secret rare. It's like this guy's unbelievable. It's like direct route into VeVe servers or something, right? I'm sure you get that a lot.
All kinds of conspiracy theories over the past, I would say, like half a year.
Yeah,
if the VeVe servers are in the lights.
If you turn your camera like this, David Yu's just sitting there, right? He's just
shout out to David Yu, man. Yeah, David Yu's low key actually in the basement with me, going over with the drops.
Exactly. So, guys, again, if you haven't already, subscribe to Johnny on the YouTube, and also check him out on Twitter. He's always posting on Twitter and talking about VeVe and replying to everything. And he's a good dude, solid dude. Like I said, the live streams, that's the place to be when they're dropping the VeVe live streams. Okay, if you haven't already, though, we have to do some plugs for ourselves here. Hit the subscribe button, become a superstar. If you didn't know, Johnny's an avid golfer, okay? If you follow him on Twitter, you know that. He's also done a couple of videos with like the VeVe collectibles on the golf course, so really, really cool stuff. So what I've been recognizing, at least in my town, is if you're a superstar and you go to the golf course, they basically marshal you around to every hole. If someone in front of you is going too slow, they move them out of the way. They're like, this guy's a superstar. Let him keep going. Let him keep going. Rob, he's not here today, but he would tell you the story. He went to a par 3 course and he hit 18 hole-in-ones just because he's a superstar. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. So I know you're into the golf. So that's what happens when you become a superstar. You just get crazy luck.
Loving the golf, man. Yep. And I feel like I was trying to pioneer a space like with the whole golf VeVe
crossover. The crossover. I love it.
I feel like YouTubers are going to be having the VeVe NFTs in them, and I kind of just wanted to do something that was fun, and I feel like kind of what's going to be the future of content creating.
And it was fun because you actually talked about each one as like so what he did is he filmed the holes, his shots and stuff, but then he overlaid in AR some collectibles, and then he also talked a little bit about those collectibles in the video. So it was pretty cool to hear the background and from your perspective why you chose to use them or whatever. It was those are some good vlogs. I actually enjoyed them. I like the real life stuff. Like it's not just you sitting in front of the camera anymore. It's
right. Try to incorporate some different things in there.
Yeah. So that's another reason why you guys got to make sure you're subscribed to Johnny Dunn. Also, if you want, you can hit the join button below the video and become a superstar VIP. Crazy juju happens for superstar VIPs. Like now we got Johnny the Drop King on the channel. So now I'm just going to be hitting drops like this.
You're going to be blessed.
On the screen. Drop. And if you're a VIP, then you're also going to get someone that Juju is going to draw into. You're going to get some nice funky badges. If you check out, there's some people now who are up to the uncommon level. It looks really cool. Also, we're posting all our buys and sells on the community page. We let you advertise your collectibles that are for sale if you're in the VIP. Also, if you're looking to pick up a collectible, we also have a giveaway for mini brands, Disney mini brands. We open one pretty much every video. Probably not today. I'll probably wait for tomorrow, but we've already had 2 winners. Crypto Actor and Jeff, so shout out to them for winning the first 2. And at the end of the month, Johnny, I don't know if you know this, we're naming an actual star in the universe after one of the VIP.
Is that true? Is that true?
It's true. So we're gonna have the first
superstar juju right there.
There you go. I don't know what bigger juju you can have than being in the universe, right? So that is definitely one reason. $2.99 a month. Hit the join button down below. Shout out to the VIP. Thank you guys very much for sticking with us and supporting us. very much appreciated. And one of these people will be on a star in the universe. So like, take a good look at the names. They're going to be famous. You're not going to be able to talk to them ever again. So make sure you talk to them now before that all happens.
Down there.
Speaking of advertisement, we got superstar VIP Mitchell Locklear, Spider-Man San Diego Comic-Con number 54 for sale for the right price. But he'll hold it if not, no worries. So he's just asking, like, if anybody wants to buy that Spider-Man poster from the first day of San Diego Comic-Con. He has number 54. Shoot us up with a message what you would pay for it, and we can reach out to Mitchell. You guys can talk in the comments, whatever it is. But this is an example of a VIP perk. Nice. There's our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. That's where we talk to Johnny. That's where people send us their pictures and videos, and they leave with signing autographs when they walk out their door just because they've posted a picture on their Instagram. It's crazy. And Fastos, number 6909 for 9.9 million. Do you have a Fastos on the wall?
You know what? I was just thinking of this too. I got to relist mine. I think mine got delisted like after the 30 days window. So yeah. I got to relist my Fastos. I think
VeVe's got to do something where Fastos listings can last forever, kind of thing. Like, you don't have to go in and redo it.
For 9.9 mil.
When that happened, it was wild. I remember Rob Stuff was pranking us actually. Because we were using it, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it too," and then all the other creators started doing it. It was wild. We're like,
I started doing it. It's good promotion, and and since we can't search for people yet, that's been one way that I've been able to grow my following. List stuff at a high price, tell people to follow it, and follow back. And
you might be one of the pioneers actually to teach people how to follow people like by doing this, because we know the follow button's not the easiest thing. Maybe now on the web app, but the search, you can't search users. It's difficult, but we'll get there. That's how early we are, right, guys? So. That's the one thing you got to take from it is how early we actually are. So as you guys know, we are live right now. So you got to give me 1 second here because I'm going to tweet out the link. I actually didn't do that when we started. And then if you guys don't mind retweeting it, this way we can get some more people in here. We can have a great conversation, talk to you guys in the comments once we get to
Bobby Green in the chat. Shout out to Bobby Green. It says JD does not sleep. It's not that late. We're both on the East Coast time, so
yeah, you know what? This is early for a live stream. Usually I'm waiting for Rob to get in here, and then I'm putting hashtag blame Rob while we're waiting. It's actually fun. But Johnny was early. He was messaging me. He's like, "Where are you, bud?" I'm coming.
I was like, "Oh, we're gonna reschedule."
Drop King, Johnny Dunn. That's the tweet. All right, guys.
This is the first time I'm actually doing like another live stream late night. Not too late. There was a point, I would say last summer, I was doing a lot of like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. late night live streams, but that caught up with me.
How did you manage? And who was there? I guess you were talking to all West Coasters. And
so that's what kind of I realized. I was like, you know what? I forget that sometimes it's not just, America, United States. It's a global phenomenon. So you got people might be 3 p.m. for them. So there's a lot of people that were tuning in. December Bitcoin was one of the loyal followers who's always tuned into the live streams. But yeah, it's fun doing content at different times because you get access to different people in the community. And
that's one of the things that we notice for sure is that the people are from everywhere and they all have great insights. And that's where we get people say to us all the time, they're like, how do you make a video every single day? Because we've been posting every day since January 3rd. We're on Iron Man.
That's amazing. Keep it going, guys.
It helps when you got 2 people, of course. So that's one of the reasons that we're able to do it. But the community has given us like 90% of our ideas.
Inspiration, motivation. And you know what? I'll tell you one thing right now. This is an Alfred Kahn 2018 interview. This is probably some of the alpha that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already out. Cavell did a whole interview or a live stream or reaction to it. I've done a reaction to it. But in that interview in 2018, Al Kahn has talked about how one day there could be like influencer NFTs and maybe like brand sponsorships with these big brands. So it's like, keep going with the content, guys. Keep growing your following. It's fun. It makes the community, energetic, and I think it could pay off long term. So
we got a lot to talk about when it comes to community. Actually, I want to bring up a few things here. But the first thing I'm going to bring up is VeVe's Twitter. We always go through the VeVe Twitter, then we go through our Twitter, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the topic. You guys know the shebang now. A lot of people like to timestamp us in the comments, but we're live, so you can't do that right now. Maybe after the video when it's posted. But I did tweet out the stream. So guys, if you don't mind, please retweet the stream so everybody can find it and we can have a great conversation, like I said. Here's the VeVe Twitter. Today, we had a big drop. It was the Silver Surfer. I love what they did with the one statue. I love that. It brings me back the Superman vibes, the Todd vibes. Like, it gives me that type of vibe. I know it's not as big of a IP, but what do you think?
You know what? I was just gonna say, someone on the live stream mentioned this to me today. This is actually the only Marvel collectible that's not a Marvel Mighty that has a solo collectible.
Wow.
Like it doesn't have a bunch of rarities. And I looked through and I was like, got a point. It's just one collectible, and I'm like,
I wonder if they're testing something out, maybe, or maybe it's just because it's a con exclusive. It also has that, but no, it's a FA, I guess, right? It wouldn't have the con exclusive tag, but it's both technically.
It's both. That's interesting. I forget which one they're gonna do because I think they said if it's FA and con exclusive, they're still gonna go FA, or they said the opposite.
No, I think you're right. I think it's FA, which is still cool, and the pose is sick. I love that he's like actually surfing in the pose because then think about the pictures if you're actually at the ocean and you throw them up in the waves. Like,
yeah, exactly. So many cool showroom pictures, AR pictures. I love this collectible. I think this is probably the best one from the week for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I still don't have it, so I definitely want to grab it.
Yeah,
I kind of want to double back and grab that poster too, the first one, the Spider-Man poster. I like
that. People are starting to convince me I shouldn't have sold it. I got that one on the drop. I sold it. I made like 10, 15 gems.
It's a little dub, little profit.
I wasn't too into it.
For me.
I only went for it because I thought it would go above retail, and then it did, and I sold it. It didn't do what I thought it would, but now I think people are starting to bring some hype back to it. I don't know if they ever released the artist on it. Did you hear anything on that?
Didn't, and that's kind of what's got me wondering too, because they could have easily said the artist's name. So I feel like maybe they're hiding it low key, and then they're just going to come out one day and drop it. If it's a big time artist, I think it could definitely. Be huge. It's not like a must have for me, but I kind of just want to grab it,
And does it exist in the real world? Do you know, or is it?
I don't know the information on that. I don't know the knowledge. They kind of kept that one low key. They just dropped it and said.
I guess it says hi It says San Diego on it though, right? So maybe
welcome to San Diego. Yeah. It's celebrating like the 60th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man. So it's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah. Hopefully we got a lot of Spider-Man information coming our way soon. So yeah, Silver Surfer ended up getting one in the marketplace after the fact. I was really busy today. I went for the drop. I hit it perfect. That Johnny Dunn did timing method, hit it perfect. Like 1-0 buy now. It hit it right at the perfect time. This thing was so slow. I was driving in like the middle of a foresty area, so I was like, that's my only negative. If it's that, it's because I'm on the LTE or whatever the bandwidth. But I hit that button perfect. It froze up I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not like I was like, this is the first time in a while that I haven't been able to hit something. So I felt like there's a lot of hype behind it, and sure enough, we're over retail. So I ended up buying one secondary market. I paid, I think, $194 for number 484. So I was happy with the min number. And I don't know, that's just my thing now. Lately, I've been sewering myself into buying only three-digit mints.
It's addicting, man. Tell me how addicting it is, right? And that's the thing too. Like, if you're addicted to it, you like collecting that. The way I was saying, I was like, other people are going to like this too. Like the real collectors are going to love this. And I'm like, and that's how you separate yourself from those one collectible pieces. It's like, that's the only thing separating that. So
I like what you just mentioned there. And it's kind of going to get into the main topic in the video, which is the title. But the one thing I noticed is that I was buying everything on VeVe. Everything that came out, I had to buy it. I had to buy a drop. I had to go grab it, right? So I say, you know what? I have to limit what I'm buying. I have to come up with some kind of parameters here. So for me right now, my collectibles, I'm always going sub 1,000. And reason being, even if it's not my favorite collectible that I want to hold long term, I know that if I get something sub 1,000, and I'm trying to get them close to the floor. Like my parameters was, this is an outlier. This is a bigger IP, something that I wanted in the collection long term. But for things that maybe I don't want long term, I'm trying to get like 3 digits within 10% of the floor. This way, whenever things move, I can always floor it. It will sell right away, and I'm liquid, so I can get some gems in the bank account. And worst case, I'm losing hopefully close to that 10%. Maybe the market goes down, it's a little bit more, but it's not going to be anything crazy, and I can get into gems and then into another opportunity. For me, opportunity cost is sometimes more important than the 10, 15 gem loss. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, it's a good strategy right there. And that's the thing too, right? I mean, sometimes you've seen with like low mints, they can be hard to liquidate, but if you get them right around the floor, I feel like it's almost a steal at that point.
Yeah. So what's been your strategy? Have you been going for every single drop, or have you had to become more selective now?
Yeah, 100% more selective, man. In the early days, I feel like we were kind of blessed, just grab everything that dropped. Everything was hype, grab everything, sets out, going crazy with the sets, but comes a point in time where most of us, we don't have the Dr. Profit type of bank account, the Ray Fixie bank account. So we kind of, for me, it was like, okay, I'm at that point right now to where I got a lot of stuff early on, maybe for MCP points or something. You know, I just liked it. I didn't love it. Made a hat of gems at the time. Now it's like I'm kind of a lot more strict, a lot more disciplined with my gems. I have to make sure I love it, and I have to make sure I really see value in it to really make sure I grab it, because, like you said, you can't grab everything.
Exactly. So like even like the thing is too, right now we're noticing maybe there's a little bit more hype. We got Comic-Con going on. Maybe more people are coming into the app. It might be a little bit harder to get some drops. I think you also have to have a feeling for the community and the sentiment. And I think even if you don't like the drop, there's drops that you might have to go for to capitalize on opportunity, and then maybe perhaps flip for gems so that you can go for the next thing that you like, or just like to keep upping the bank account. It's tough. It's tough now because right now we're kind of in that place where like people thought Tesseract was going to do well because the Eye of Agamotto was flying off the shelf, like it went up 400% or whatever in one day, right?
Yeah, it was a crazy pump with that one.
And then Tesseract didn't like it stayed at the box or whatever. I think it even went to 19 gems or something at one point. But so it's tough to read the market right now. I'm curious to see what happens once we get out of Comic-Con and a little bit further into the MTL, because then the people who've had the opportunity to cash out, maybe some OGs like yourself, maybe you can. That's a good segue. You can talk about when you got into the app and what your strategy was at the beginning, and if it's changed since then until now.
Yeah, so I was blessed. I found VeVe March 1st or March 2nd. I think I found it March 1st in 2021. And I remember as soon as I found it, it was perfect timing because, not to go into the whole story, but basically I didn't really come from the collecting background, etc. So I had my Pokemon cards, found my Pokemon cards, and I was like stuck because I wanted to sell them. But I just found out you had to ship them off to PSA, take 6 to 12 months to get them back. And I was like, this doesn't seem right at all. This just seems like we're in 2021 and there's not a quicker way to do this. So I just felt stuck. So the next couple of days, I was searching, figuring out how to do it, etc. And I stumbled into a Comey video from Alfred Kahn in 2018. And I think I stumbled into that video because all of 2020, I was doing research of what's an NFT because Gary Vee was talking about NFTs, NBA Top Shot was going on, and I didn't understand NFTs. So I think the combination of the search history with what's NFTs and then finding my Pokemon cards led me to finding the Al Khan interview. And once you start talking about digital collectibles on the blockchain, you can sell it instantly. That the light bulb, it was like fireworks going off in my brain. Like, this is it. This is like the blockchain's like a digital PSA, almost like authentication, verification. So I knew it was it. Went all in. And so I was able to, really go all in on these collectibles early on. And that's kind of how I was able to build the collection I do now, because there's no way I'd be able to afford what I have right now without selling off duplicates early on and everything like that. The strategies changed because I was going after a bunch of sets earlier on, like I said, and really has to just shift into the big. I believe in like the big IPs, like the big time characters, like the Darth Vader, Star Wars, Batman, Superman, but just like the big time stuff. So I'm really just shifting my collection into things I love, believe in, and I really haven't taken any. Haven't cashed out yet. I did verify my KYC stuff. I think I have the cash out option. I haven't cashed out anything. I just feel like things are too low in the market right now. Like I have 2 wallets, and if I had cash out available when it was 40 grand, I don't know if I would have let go of a duplicate back then, but I held on to both of them. So that opportunity cost right there, that was a learning lesson. But I'm looking back, I almost don't regret it. I'm kind of glad I held on to it because we didn't have cash out. And so I probably, if I had the 30,000, 40,000 gems, I probably would have bought so much in the market, and all that went down. So at least looking back, at least I still have the 2 wallets, my 2 big pieces there. So
no, that's cool. I mean, I think you're the first person that I've asked or spoken to who mentions that they found VeVe through Pokemon cards or through YouTube algorithm. Everybody's either crypto. People are either crypto or their friend was in crypto and then they found it, or
something. Yeah.
Andre Jick, or you know what I mean? Like Disney. That's how people found it. I've never heard of the Pokemon card searching PSA.
Crazy, because Gary Vee was talking about Pokemon cards and how that was a big phenomenon. Logan Paul was talking about Pokemon cards like January 2020. I was like, I think I still got my Pokemon cards growing up. So my mom found them all, and I was like, I got like a couple thousand worth of Pokemon cards here. So I was trying to sell them, and that's what happened. And it was just crazy because back then there were no YouTube videos really of VeVe. You had to dig and find crazy stuff. So March 1st, I found it. I don't think I made my first purchase until March 3rd. I just couldn't get enough funds to buy stuff. And luckily, nothing really big sold out in those couple days. Rizzo was already sold out. It's only $400 though in the market. Whoo!
That's nuts.
And I just remember spamming YouTube, Gary V's Instagram account. Real quick, this is one of my favorite stories. Shout out to Gavel Anderson, man. If you're watching, Gavel, it's crazy how this all unfolded because March 1st, people want to also say that like I'm only talking about VeVe because I'm all in, but it's like no, it's flip-flopped. Like I believed in VeVe so much, so I went all in. Like I was leaving comments on Gary V's Instagram March 1st, March 2nd. You can look at them today. You need to check out VeVe. It's the next biggest thing in the world. And so Cavell found those comments. I didn't even know Cavell. Cavell didn't know me. He just found those comments, saw VeVe and was like, what is VeVe? And he had the open mind enough to Google it. And that's all it took for him. He just went down the rabbit hole, saw Batman. And that's what's amazing because you know how many people probably laughed at like, what's this kid talking about VeVe? But like, well, Cavell saw those comments from a random person, dove down the rabbit hole, and look what's happened since. It's like,
nice. So he found it through you. I didn't know that story. So that's wild. So there you go, guys. You're getting some alpha stories here from some OGs. But honestly, Johnny, no, I really appreciate you even explaining your background and all that. Crazy that you've had to change your strategy, of course. But like the Walt thing, like you mentioned, I don't think I would have sold them either if I had no cash out means. But the thing I want to highlight here is you said that you have 2 Walts. Did you hit any on the drop?
Yeah, crazy. This is like some of my best stories. It's like a highlight reel for Johnny.
Yeah.
They're not all great stories. Trust me, I've made some mistakes along the way. But I didn't get the Walt on the drop. The only drop I got during that week was a skateboard on like a rebound, and then I got one more Iron Man, I think. And then so Walt, I missed Walt. It's like, dang it. So I see it come out in the secondary for like 1,500, 2,000. I was like, gosh, dang, I'm going through my collection right now. I was on the live stream too, like freaking out. You could probably go back to it, see me sweating. Because I was going through my collection, like listing things that are huge, like because I needed the Walt, but I didn't want to let go of some big pieces. So I listed like everything, I think, at one point, delisted them. But I had 2 Givenchys, 2 Givenchy posters. And so finally I listed one poster at 4.1K. The floor was like 4.3. And so it was a gut decision because I really didn't even want to list that. But I was like, it's 2X Walt. Something doesn't seem right here. So I made a gut move, listed the Givenchy. I was like, sell, hurry. It wasn't selling. Walt's like 2.4K now. I'm like, it's running away. I was like, oh my God. Finally, it's sold. 4.1K in my account. Didn't even think twice. Went to the floor of Walt. It's like 2.8. Boom, bought one. Well, I'm sorry. That was my second one. Let me rewind the story. I'm sorry. I got carried away. So I sold a bunch of duplicates. Captain America, Marvel Mighties, FA Joker, FA Harley Quinn. I locked my first Walt in at 2.8K. I remember that because it was last.
Did you sell this after the drop, or did you sell going into it, knowing you might have to go for it in the secondary?
No, that's where I made a mistake. After the drop, that's when I started selling everything, panic selling everything. Not ideal, not what you want to do. But there's a borderline. Are you chasing things or are you locking in a grail? I feel like that's a borderline that you have to make a decision on. And I knew it was a grail, felt like it was a grail. I didn't care if I was chasing it. I had to lock this one in. Sold a bunch of my duplicates. Like I said, I was lucky enough to have like 8 FA Jokers, 8 FA Harley Quinns. Let a bunch of these go. Got the Walt at 2.8K. And now that's when I'm like thinking, a lot of my duplicates are gone, but I got the Walt at 2.8K. It's at like 3.2K. And now I'm thinking the Givenchy's still more expensive here. I'd rather have the Walt. It's all gold. It's Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse. Boom. Listed the Givenchy at 4.1K. Walt's running up at like 3.2K now. I'm like, am I gonna be able to pull this off? It's sold. Cop the Walt at 3.6K. There was one left at like 3.9. My heart's racing at this point. I wake up and Walt's 10K. I'm like, oh my God.
That's wild. That's a wild story. I mean,
it's a wild time,
the thing that's really cool is that you have been in, so at that point you had been in almost like 6, 7, 8 months maybe, and November from March. So you had the hindsight, I guess, to see. We've spoken to Chad from NFT Pirates yesterday. We had Andrew Ellis on, so people have been in the project a little earlier. They've talked to us about how there was a little bit of a down, like a big down in the summer that year.
Huge down, almost like how it is. It just happened almost.
So you guys went through that, and you had the intuition to go, like you had the intuition to go in and buy the waltz after the drop. That is the first week I was in the app. So I had no idea what to expect, right? I'm like, Walt went for 2,000. I'm like, get out of here. I'm not paying that, right? But how
did you find VeVe? Like you said, you came in that week. Did you find it with like the Disney hype?
So Andre Jick's video I watched, I found it. I didn't put any money in until I saw Disney's tweet, which kind of legitimized it for me. So once I saw them tweet it,
crazy.
Once I saw them tweet it, I said, you know what? They're not going to rug me. Yes. Andre Jick, he's a YouTuber, could be pumping his bags. Who knows, right? But the fact that Disney's putting it out there, that made it official. And I think that maybe VeVe's kind of held them back from doing a little bit more of that.
100%.
But the whole point of the story is that you ended up going into the secondary market because you knew what had happened. You've seen where it came from, and you made that decision. Whereas I was new in the space, didn't know what to expect. Right. I'm like, 2,000, get out of here. I'm not doing it. I think that story is going to help a lot of people who are in the chat today and a lot of people who have been in since maybe November, my time, because they'll realize, we have an advantage over new people who will come in. And if they come in swarms, if Disney does another tweet, if NFTs come back with a big vengeance, we're all going to have an advantage of knowing, I should go buy that secondary market, even if it's 10x of the box, because we've seen where things have gone and where things have come from, right? So
it's like if someone just came in right now, sees Darth Vader at like a couple thousand, they may be like, no way.
Yeah.
Or like a Batman FA, and they're like, no way. That's a couple thousand. Because it's a good point. Like when you found VeVe, did you already kind of know NFTs, or you just dabbling in it, or like?
We knew like I knew the basics about them. Like we've heard of CryptoPunks, we heard of Bored Apes, all that stuff. So knew about them, know they are exclusive, and thought that they were only obtainable by really rich people, celebrities, that type of thing. But now, obviously, you start to hear a little bit more about it. Was researching the crypto space like back in 2017 when all these altcoins were coming out, obviously not throwing in big money at that time, but like same kind of vibe where you got like utility being spoken about with these other coins, like, this coin's going to be tied to your mortgage or your house, and this coin's going to be tied to it. And then it just gets you going, like, this coin moves faster than this coin, no tie. Like, it's just, you get in these rabbit holes. But VeVe has kind of separated itself, and by using big IP and by kind of staying centralized a little bit to satisfy them for now.
Right. Game changer, right?
That's like
it's like a genius move when you think about it long term. And some people like this whole time were saying like they're not real NFTs. They keep calling them digital collectibles. I'm sitting back like laughing, like, you guys don't realize that's the genius of it. It's about branding. You know, like they want to close the ecosystem of digital collectibles so these brands IP feel comfortable. They know it's safe. And like once they get accustomed to it, it's like, yeah, you can take them off the app now, sure, if you want to. But it's like, I think VeVe will create a lot of incentive to keep them on. But like you said, that tweet was crazy. I'll never forget it. I have it saved. Like because I think it was like a video of like the golden moments too. It just seems so magical, dude. And
with utility, with the
first
with the Disney plus 3 months and then 1 year on Walt. Like that was for me. That's why I went in. I saw that Andre Jick. I'm like, whatever, Spider-Man's floating around. I don't care. But when they said you're gonna get the Disney Plus with the collectible, I'm like, this is what's going to be the future. That's what.
You see, you had the insight, or not the insight, or I guess insight, but you had the vision too to like realize like these are the NFTs of the future. Like these are the digital collectibles, digital assets, and I agree. And to go off of that, the Disney Plus utility. One thing that this is not alpha because I have no idea. This is more just straight speculation. This is Moonboy speculation right here. But ever since that first week, we all kind of thought it was going to be 8 of the golden moments, but then we saw him keep doing the golden moments. And now people think there's going to be almost like unlimited golden moments. Eventually they'll stop, but like at some point where we think there's going to be more. So I was like, you know what? We haven't even seen the sports side of things on VeVe yet, right? Sports. So what's owned by Disney is ESPN. And so I was like, oh my gosh. This is another reason why I kind of think about if I sold Wall, I would have enough for like if sports golden moments came and we had like a Michael Jordan golden moment, Muhammad Ali golden moment, like because then the utility could be ESPN Plus subscription, and it's like, oh my god, I really think it's gonna happen one day. I'm like, I'm getting the chills because I'm a sports fanatic. Like I was an athlete my whole life. Like sports are my thing. I was never really into like the comics and I like Batman growing up, but like. Like just thinking of the sports, I was like, "Oh my god, I don't have enough money right now."
If they can get franchises and on board, I know they got the NFLPA. I think that's namesakes and stuff, right?
Right. So then, and even that I think has been like they had it,
and then they
now,
lost it. Yeah.
I'm not even sure they lost, but I think the whole NFL came out and said they're against NFTs. But this is like the NFLPA, so I'm sure there's some kind of like hold off with that loophole there.
Right. Well, they got what's all day now, right? That's why they did it, because they got all day, so they wanted to push their own thing, right?
Oh, maybe that's it.
Right?
See, I'm not too sure, but like eventually, I think we will get NFL players, but it may not be like in the uniform of the team or whatever. I'm not too sure, but
that's what you need though. If you get the team branding on this app,
it's huge.
That's people are dire. People have tattoos of their teams on their arms.
Right.
Like it's another level. You get NFL, you get MLB.
Game over.
NBA even. I mean, these are the athletes. Imagine you get them in, because then you get the athletes in. And when you get the athletes in, they got millions on Instagram. They got, you know what I mean? And now Instagram, Facebook's doing that thing where you can advertise your digital collectibles, exact same tagline too. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah, that's game changing. And like we've seen some celebrities, like shout out to Justin Turner, the LA Dodgers. Like he actually showed his R2D2, and like he didn't say anything about it. It was just like, I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. But like, I don't think it really made that big of a wave because he didn't say anything about it. He just posted a picture. It was so crazy. I showed my friends that, and they thought I photoshopped the R2D2 into his picture. I was like, no, you guys are ridiculous. He's actually in VeVe. You guys just don't want to believe it because you guys are haters. But it's like
that's how it is though. That's how it is with everything. I remember when Instagram was starting, I got it, and my friends were all like against it, and then they all got it afterwards. You know what I mean? It's something that they need to see the utility, and I was able to see it through that Disney Golden Moments week, and I'm sure if there are other things that interest them that come out, and sports would be a huge one for my friend group. I think people might start to open their eyes. Yeah.
And that's all it takes right there. Is you just nailed it on the head right there. Because even someone like my parents, like my mom's pretty like technology, maybe savvy a little bit. My dad wasn't really technology savvy, so he couldn't really understand NFTs. But I'll never forget this. There's like a clip of a movie or some kind of movie with like a Harley Davidson Captain America bike recently, or it's an old movie, but he recently just was talking about this, and he goes, you know, that Harley Davidson bike, Captain America, that should be an NFT. And I was like, what? I never expected you to say that, but he's interested in it, so like he would understand. It's like just a digital collectible of that in digital format. So like you said, it only takes, you know, something that people are interested in to have that aha moment.
Yeah, no, like, for real. Boom. All right, I'm gonna bring up the Twitter, just finish this off here, and then we'll get into a little bit of the comments here. We got a new comment coming. First appearance of Damage Control on Tuesday, looks like. Someone posted something on our Twitter, said that it was like 9.6 was like $80. So take that for what it's worth. The comics, sometimes they're a good option to go for. I mean, you get a collectible at 7 gems, and if you have a chance at some of the more rare comics, I just don't know if this is a 30,000, or maybe they're going with that 20,000 mint run now. Seems like that's the new type of deal.
The new standard.
But I don't know. I don't think I'll be going for it. I don't know. I don't know if you go for comics or what.
Yeah, so I've been passing lately on a lot of the comics, unless it's like even some of the drops, unless it's like a holy grail, like not holy grail, but unless it's like a pretty big time collectible. I've been trying to stay away from the drops, but that's just because I don't really have that many gems right now.
Everyone's in that. There's too many good deals right now, right? That's the problem. Too many good deals. Yeah. This is something I wanted to talk about. So Rob's at the bachelor party. There you go. There's my guy, right?
Yeah.
And he's in Vegas, and someone pulls him aside, says, "Hey, Superstar Rob, is that you?" And apparently he does his own content. I never heard of CK Alpha 7, but shout out CK Alpha 7. Also tagged yourself. I think you said you might know the guy or something like that.
Yeah, so I didn't know he was doing content either. That's crazy. But I know him because I'm pretty sure he went to the same college that I went to, Rowan University in South Jersey. And I think he graduated maybe like a year or two after me. I never met him personally, but like we have a bunch of mutual friends. Like there's a bunch of people on my baseball team because I went to college to play baseball. And I think he knows a lot of those people that were on my team. So
nice. You can see, look at all the people there, and of all of them, they pointed out Superstar Rob, drunk Superstar.
They're celebrities, man. I'm telling you, keep
it's crazy.
Going. You guys are awesome.
It's crazy. So you guys, this is what's going to be happening. People are going to be meeting in the VeVe verse, and then they're going to meet in real life, and it's going to be like, oh my god. So shout out again. That's really cool. I thought that was awesome. Just legitimizes the community. This was a cool picture I saw. Shout out Captain Era. With the Deadpool truck, instead of giving out chimichangas, he's giving out Terrasags and Red Skull's first in line, of course. We got the Frozen with Elsa inside the cube. I don't know if you saw that one. That was pretty cool.
No, that's pretty cool.
And the Silver Surfer. Shout out to Bones. just he got it on the drop, so he got some juju he's talking about. And then we got superstar VeVe Hart getting number 82 of the Silver Surfer, so that's a keeper for sure.
Yeah, my buddy from my hometown, Tyler Gear, VeVe Chusk, he actually got a 96 Silver Surfer, and then the drop before he went for the Disney Castle lenticular cards, he got a 43 mint.
Oh my god!
Of like the best one too, the most expensive one. I was like, dude, you are crushing it, dude. Like,
send him my phone. Tell him to hit the buy now button for me, because that might be what I need to get one of these low mints. But again, Ryan Realist Me RC, good friend of the channel, he made a great point about the Silver Surfer. First appearance, single pose, speculation around joining the MCU. VeVe and Marvel are very strategic. 6100 edition count and massive FA comic character in real life. Oh, there you go. There's his hat. Shout out Ryan, the Drop podcast as well. But yeah, that's awesome. That's a sick hat.
Yeah, I like the hats a lot. Shout out to the Drop.
I had to retweet this one. Another legend posted this out. Look at all the brands. Look at all the
I
IP.
love creating these things. I love getting the like any kind of VeVe logos, and just I make them on Instagram. I think I think it looks cool. It's fun making it, and I want to give Pineapple Gang a little shout out with the music.
Yeah, that's wild. So yeah, guys, definitely go check this out. Retweet it. It has all the IP. It's going to help you get your friends into VeVe. That's what's going to help you do.
People see that and they're like, "Wait, all those are on VeVe?"
Yeah.
I'm like, plus like 200 more, and I think they're starting.
We don't even have them. We don't have them.
Like so many more to come, man. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So I want you, because you've been my inspiration for one of my recent strategies. All right. So I need you to give the people a little bit of an explanation. You know where I'm going with this. In the
babies,
a few weeks ago, or I guess maybe a month and a half ago, I started to gear my attention towards maybe a place that I thought there was a little bit of opening in the marketplace. Something that didn't seem right to me. It just seemed like this section of the marketplace was undervalued or untapped. Maybe that's a better word. So, and I kept seeing Johnny Dunn every time I went to go look. I saw Johnny Dunn, 9.9 million. So the space is, and you guys who have been watching the channel, is the low mint common gang.
Low mint commons, baby. These are my babies. I love these. So
there's a couple books that I wanted because of the scarcity, but so Marvel Comics 1 and Fantastic Four 1, I was able to secure them.
Yeah,
but I want you to explain why you decided to go for that strategy as part of your collection and what you think they're going to do in the future.
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked this. I'm glad to talk about it. I love these. These are so addicting to collect too. So I want to say October, November, either late October or early October, one of the two. In that kind of lagging here, it looks like, but hopefully you can still hear me. Like in October, either early October or late October. I started to really get into comics. I was never really into the comics. The comics were cool, but like I wasn't really into them yet. I got one low mint, a 3-digit mint, original cover, because all the commons are original covers, right? I think I got one on the drop. And I got it, and all of a sudden I was like, whoa, I really like the comics now. Like I found something in the comics that I really, really like to collect. And I noticed that all the commons were the original covers of these comic books. And I never collected comics in real life. So I started to really love the original covers of these comics because it felt like I'm actually getting to collect them, like the ones I missed out on, MC1, Fantastic Four #1. And so I went in there and I'm so fortunate I did this early because I was grabbing some grails at like $100, like cheap. I got all the grails like Fantastic Four #1, Amazing Spider-Man, Daredevil, all of them besides MC1 because I was the only one that was like kind of out of my range. So I was like, I'll just save that until I have enough gems. Got all the other ones and I became so addicted to it. I got them all and I made a collage, a picture of it, posted it on Twitter, went crazy, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, I like the way this looks of all the collages. And all of a sudden I go back to get MC1 and it blew up. I'm like, oh no, what did I do? I'm making sure I grab all the ones I want first before I make a post. Lesson learned. But then eventually I went back and grabbed that one. But now the reason why I like that is like I was saying, I never collected these comic books, but it got me into collecting the comic books. And I think all the rarities are going to do great. The secret rares, ultra rares, because the way I think of it is if I'm a hardcore comic collector, I'm not just going to stop at, a 9.8 of this comic. I'm probably going to get all the rarities of that set. So if I'm a comic fan, I'm not just going to stop at a low mint common MC1. I'm probably going to, if I have the budget, I'm probably going to get a low mint uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and then any kind of secret rare I can. Ideally a the 3-digit if I can afford it. If not, just a regular secret rare. So I think the low mint commons are still untapped. Maybe not as much as they were, but I still think untapped. And also the ultra rares. And I say the ultra rares because as the secret rares go up in value, I think the ultra rares are just going to follow. And that's why I had to recently just get the MC1 ultra rare, because that's like a vault valuation piece for me. So like I love the MC1 original cover better, but as that ultra rare goes up in value, that the vault value is going to go up. And for like $500, the secret rare is 20,000. So something's off there. So either the 20,000's off or the $500 is off. So I grabbed that. I want to grab another MC1 ultra rare. But yeah, I think I think all rares are going to do even better than they are right now, especially once we can put them in our showroom. I think even the whole debate, scarcity versus popularity, I think I'm more of a fan of the popular comics, because I think over time the popularity will cause scarcity. But one big pump that could happen with the ultra scarce comic covers is once we can put them in our showroom, people are going to want to show off those like scarce comics that just people can't own because there's only a few of them. Even if they're not valuable in real life, it's still kind of scarce on the app. So that's going to be a catalyst for them, I think. But
I remember when you told me that you bought the ultra rare MC1, and I was like, this is actually a great play, master play, because you have 22,000 for the secret rare, and I think what's the difference in mints? I got like 5x. There's 5x the amount of mints as the secret rare to the ultra rare.
So the ultra rare has 2,000 mints for the MC1. Some of them only have 1,000, but I think the MC1 has 2,000 mints, and then the secret rare has 600. So I don't know. I got mine for $590, and just a couple weeks ago it was over $1,000. So I it's one of those where I want to get a second one to probably flip the second one, but that's one for me. And
the one cool thing I really like about the low mint common, and the reason why I'm into it is because if we do get interoperability with comics, and people who come in if people come in waves to buy these things,
like comic collectors,
what are they going to recognize? Like, what's the book that they're going to recognize? And if they're looking at mint numbers, I don't know how they're gonna have, like, if it's unimmutable, if you're gonna see all the rarities like you do on.
It'll probably be rarity. Like you could probably go for the secret rare, ultra rare, and I do think those will pop off. But like comic collectors, exactly. But like comic collectors, I don't think they're gonna stop at either the secret, because they're the ones that are like everything's based off of. The ones that are the ones, like you said, well known, recognizable are the commons. Like those, and how you the only thing separating those common original covers is the mint number. To me, I know people didn't like when Sean from Comics and Crypto made those slabs and shabs and cherry charts that had the grades on them, because it's like digital comics can't degrade. But like for me, I loved having the grade because it's just like a mint number grading. It's like a low mint could be like a 9.8 or whatever the case is, and
it's harder to get. It's something that's more rare. It's and it's also like you said, it's the only way to distinguish things.
There's a reason why,
and the marketplace is what will tell you what's worth more, and people are paying more for the lowest mint.
Right. And collectibles, comics, like it's nothing new. It's just it's been going on ever since, you know. And I feel like there's a reason why VeVe gives more MCP points for the low mints. There's a reason why VeVe took the first 500 and not random mints. Like it's how I was thinking of it. Like, okay, I'm not even a hardcore collector, like with comic, like some people may think I am, but like compared to other hardcore collectors, like shout out to Sleeping Comics. I saw him in the comments there. Like they're going to want to separate themselves from, 30,000 editions. And that's how you do it right there.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. Like, again, I want to give you full credit for me going for these types of drops, or it's not drops, these types of comics, these low mint commons. And just because I seen your name everywhere there, I'm like, if Johnny's doing it, there's something to it. I mean, he's been in the game for a long time. And it's just funny to me, the way that you decided to do it was because you hit one on a drop. Yeah. It's not like you came up with it. It was after you hit it on the drop. You're like, you know what? I'm going to do this.
Yeah. And I think you just took that to like really get interested in something. I liked the comments, but I couldn't find something that like really piqued my interest so much. And that was one thing that I realized when I was going around. I was like, oh, this is addicting. I love this. And then I was like, if I love this, what are the comic collectors going to think of this? So
that's true.
And we've seen it with collectibles. Those low mint collectibles go for a premium. So
there's always going to be something wild, something different. If you guys have anything different, leave it in the comments. I'm about to get to the comments now. I've been
those special mints too, like not just the low mints, like the
for sure. Special mints are an entirely new game, like game changer. but I think there's certain numbers like 1977 for Star Wars, anything.
Yes, like that could be a
unattainable.
good debate. That could be a good debate. Like, what's more important, a low mint or a special mint? And maybe I'd even lean.
I say special
on,
mint.
Yeah, depending on like the collectible or comic, I lean towards the special mint because that's like a 101.
It's just the low mint for me is just it's something easier to get into than it would be for these other grail numbers. Like one of our superstars actually hit 1993 ultra rare T-Rex, sold it for 5 Gs. Sold it for 5 Gs. You believe that? The year of the movie,
1993, like, the year it came out, right? The year
wild. So wild stuff. If you get a 101, that's why.
For me, that mint right there, 1993
101.
Park. For me, I feel like I only have one of those type of mints, and for me, it's my James Bond Aston Martin card, 1953. That was the year that James Bond was created, like the first ever James Bond book. And I have the 1953, not the secret rare Aston Martin, but it's the.
All right. If you ever want to advertise your sale, let me know. I'll put it at the beginning of the video. Let people find it. All right.
Like, I don't know. Some people think that's a grail. Some people told me, oh, that doesn't matter. Like, in my opinion, as kind of a James Bond fan, I like the original one. Like, 1953 was the year that James Bond was created. And so, like, I feel like that's my little mini 101 first appearance mint number grail for me.
I seen VeVe Vault in the chat, so I'm sure he's happy to hear about the.
It's not the Vault. I know he loves the Aston Martins. Like I said, it's not the secret rare. I know he's got one of the secret rares.
Yeah,
that one's sick too. But I'm happy with the Aston Martin. I think that's a big time collectible.
Right there. Yeah, I think so. I think when people come to this app, that'll be one they're looking at for sure.
Yeah.
So let's get into the chat here. We got shout out to Palace, another YouTube channel. I was watching the live stream last night. Great time. It's more chill. It's like the more chill vibe where they just round table it, and it's a good time. So definitely go check out the Palace. We got JD vibes all over the place. We got another YouTube channel, VeVe Arcade. All the YouTubers are up in the place here. We got Marvelous Packs, another channel. What's going on, guys? You guys all talking in the side chat? I'm painting, and yeah, there you go. You're painting. I got to see what you're painting. Send us a picture on Twitter. I want to see what that's about. What's up, superstar Steve Bass? How's it going there?
What up, bros?
We got VIP, Jimbo Lee Lingo, Superstar Master Dunn. Yep. I think that is confirmed. You're like Master Splinter for me. I just follow what you do, you know.
I do want to say not every move I make is amazing. You know, we're all human. I joke all the time that I'm alien, but like I think all humans are kind of like half alien. That's just like my personal belief. But you know, we all make mistakes here and there or some bad decisions. But
you gotta have talent, I think, to just even hit that buy now button without looking at the screen. Like I don't know how that hand-eye coordination and on time, like and get secret rare, like extra super.
The timing has been unreal, man. It's literally honestly made a lot of my collection, like my big time grails, my secret rare Spider-Man. Got that one on the drop. That's probably my best drop right there.
That's awesome.
And that was before. I don't know if you realize this or not. That was. I don't know when the blind boxes came into play, but this is before the blind boxes. So you could pick and choose. You know how sometimes where you can pick and choose the rarity. That's how it always used to be. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? There's only 1,000, but I'm going for the secret rare, and I went for the secret rare, and I got it.
That's awesome. It's gonna pay what 400 gems or something for you?
Yeah. And honestly, I didn't realize what it. I knew it was big, but like it was in the aftermarket for like 1,500. I didn't think it was gonna go up to 100K like that quick.
That's wild. You still have it.
I just held it. But that's the thing. If I only have one collectible and if I love it, it's like I don't even think about the price. It's never leaving. I'm always gonna have that originally owned SR Spidey because my duplicates are the ones that I plan to like let go of, like a duplicate wallet or use that for renting one day.
Yeah.
But the secret rare Spider-Man, I don't care if that gets $1 million. That's locked up, man. That's never going.
The hope is that 100K is just a blip, right? That's the first hump. Right. That's the first hump. What's going to happen if this actually goes where we think it will?
And I do think it was kind of like a little bit of preview. I don't know how soon we're going to get back there. It could take a while, right? Like I'm no genie when it comes to time like that, but I do think it will get back up there. I doubt that was the all-time high, and we're never going to see that ever again. Maybe if it takes a couple years or who knows, but I just think we have one the safest digital collectibles in the world, in my opinion.
We need to see some more real world improvement in the economy and all that, and then I think that's when it's rocket ships. But shout out to VIP 1900 Hustler. Hope everyone had some good luck today and got some Silver Surfer. Me and Johnny both missed it on the drop.
Yeah, I've been off. I've been off this week.
It's okay if the new people are getting them. I'm happy about it because it'll be like you just mentioned with your low mint comics. So Superstar Jeff saying Johnny Dunn perks. What's going on? when I first subscribed to Superstar, I got 6 hole-in-ones in a row the next day. Serious magic. I'm telling you, guys, it's something that juju is so real. Not sure if I'm a superstar. I subscribed, but I didn't get Silver Surfer on drop, but was able to get it in the marketplace for 60 gems. That's the juju, just letting it come back down to you, so you can buy it for the value. There you go. So you are a superstar for sure. Bobby Green, does JD not sleep? Yeah, JD, what's going on? You sleeping?
There was a time, I would say, like I said last summer when I was doing these like 3, 4, 5 a.m. live streams. There was a time when I wasn't sleeping back then. But it's like I said, it's really not that late right now. It's 9:30 on the East Coast. We got the East Coast time zone, so it's a little later than my live streams than like during the drops, but definitely haven't been staying up all night.
FAPM Johnny over here on the channel. Usually you're doing the morning drop or whatever.
Maybe in 2022. This might be the FAPM Johnny. It really might be.
Oh, yeah, because early on you were doing them later.
Yeah, 2021, that was kind of like my thing. I was always doing the late night live streams.
There you go. What's up?
I had a huge beard, too. You should look at it. Like, I was kind of coming off straight from
I think when I subscribed to you, you might have had a little bit longer beard, too. I don't know if it was the big bush. Yeah?
Yeah, huge bush. Huge
I got to check it out. I got to go check it out.
Some people think I just try to clean up my image with the glasses, but it's really just because I haven't had the money to buy my contacts again. So I've been just sacrificing the glasses. But once the contacts come back, your boy's going to be rocking the shades again. Don't worry.
There you go.
Shades on. Superstar Johnny's in the house now.
The Superstar Sniper Johnny shades. You got to get some shades, guys, if you want to hit the secret rares every single time.
Oh,
there you
Sniper shades. I might have to, steal that little.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead right there. Brave new channel, Superstar Joe. Were you able to get the Silver Surfer? No, I didn't get it on the drop. I picked it up secondary. I got a number 484 for 194. I paid a little bit, but definitely wanted it. We got another legend in the comments. Sleeping Comics. We just talked about you. Thank you for being in the chat, guys. VeVeRank.com. You want to see what typical comic book rankings like? If you're not into comics or you don't come from that background, Sleepin has a lot of experience. You can see even in his profile picture, he's got comics on the wall behind him. Really, really knowledgeable, really, really good place to learn about comics as well.
I will say, Sleepin's one of the comic gurus that I always try to pick his brain, tune into VeVe Rank, see where his thought process is. Sleepin Comics and crypto, great resources to just pick their brains with comics. Learned a lot from those guys. So, shout out to Sean and Sleepin.
Yeah, we just had Sean on the channel a couple of days ago, so it was wild. We picked his brain a little bit. Very, very lucky we are to have this many influencers already this early.
Community blossom and blow up like this. Like we got, if you need this, go to this person's channel. If you're into this, go to this person's channel. Like it's been amazing.
If you want 18 hole-in-ones, come to our channell. That's what happens. If you're got a golf tournament the next day, just subscribe to our channel. Go to the golf tournament. Trust me, you're gonna be the talk of the party. It's gonna be fantastic. You all seen Tokidoki lines at the con. They were wrapped around all bends, long. Oh, I didn't see that, but I know we do have them on the app. I wonder if they were talking about it at all at those booths. That would be interesting.
Yeah, and I know Tokidoki usually has a pretty strong fan base too. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think they're bigger than we think, just because they don't do as well on the app. Maybe when more people come to the app, we'll be regretting selling our Mermicornos.
Unicornos, Mermicornos, yeah. I don't have any Mermies anymore, Mermicornos, but I do have a unicorn set. So hold strong onto them.
There you go. Cool Mo, thank you for becoming a member. You just changed your life. You don't even know what's going to happen to your juju going forward. You're going to be hitting things like crazy. I don't know what happens. It just happens. Secret Rare VeVe Gold that they passed out. What would be more rare, the gold and silver or the airdrop they promised the people that attended Decon in LA? I wonder if it's going to be the same one that they're giving you guys, because there's 500 and I don't think there's that many listed yet. Maybe that's part of it that they're giving out, or if it's something separate. If it's a different drop, I think this one might be more expensive if we want to talk about it, just because it's the first one, the first VeVe product. What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, good question. I'm not too sure. Where did they say that they are giving out the ones who went to the people who went to the first Decon? Did they say that?
I think they got an email. Rob Stuff was talking about it once. Awesome. Yeah. So
I could see that. You know what I was thinking too? Shout out to Kyle Wilson, because I just saw a video that he posted on Twitter showing off like the physical stuff the physical logos that were given out.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
One of the cards, I didn't realize it did have a gold lettering on it, but it was the second half of the two letters were gold. So I'm thinking, what if the Decon? Yeah, what if the Decon logos is like silver then gold, and then these were the gold and silver, And then if you get the full set logos, you get airdrop the full gold letters.
The golden moment letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. What the prices those things are going for are crazy. I think when I first looked, it was like 7.5K. I think they've come down, but wild. Well, I think Randy got number 41.
He did. I was so happy, honestly, because it could have been a random person, which would be cool. I hope some random people got the logo letters, but I'm glad he got, an influencer, especially like Randy got the 41.
He's out there yelling VeVe to everybody. You know what I mean? So that's wild. That's wild.
So deserving, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, good for him. That's his paycheck for shouting out VeVe the whole time.
Yeah, for real. That's the other thing, right? Paid for the whole trip and more. So awesome.
I think there will be an airdrop if you all hold the SDCC drops holding for a month. So I heard that as well, that people think maybe if you hold all 5, they might do an airdrop. I don't know. It seems like they've been doing a little bit more of that type of thing.
A lot of utility, right? And that's a cool thing too, that they're just testing things out. I think, what works, what doesn't work, what do people like, what do people not like. I feel like it's so, I hate using this word because it's just repetitive, but bullish. It's just amazing to see the big IP willing now to do the airdrops like the Jurassic Park. That's just a huge, even if it wasn't, pleasing for everybody, I can understand because of, whatever happened. But just the fact that the big IP is starting to do the utility airdrops is so amazing, because it started with those artist collectibles doing the airdrops utility. Now the big IP is doing it. Can only use your imagination what's going to happen with the Marvel, Disney, all that kind of stuff, right?
Rob and I were lucky enough to get into that club 424.
The Dinos.
Yeah,
you have yours.
We're holding that strong. I know it's taking a little bit of a dip here, but we're working with Ryan from Drop Podcast. We're trying to see if we can get some kind of utility built into that, just because of the small community.
Like 500 of them?
I think there's 424. That's why it's Club 424. Yeah. So it's scarce. I mean, and it's cool. First duo animated thing on VeVe. And the quality of the Jurassic Park, if you ever zoomed in and you can see the scales,
it looks really good.
You see them blinking, like it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
The Jurassic Park diners, they did an amazing job. And the one dinosaur that we haven't gotten yet that I've been like, when is it going to drop, is the one that spits out like the venom,
the Dilophosaurus or whatever. Right? Yeah. We're gonna get that, I think.
And I think you're gonna get rewarded. The people who got airdrop, maybe like both secret rares or whatever the ultra rare secret rare. If you're holding on to them still, you'll probably get the most animated spitting venom dino, because that's going to be a pretty sought after dinosaur. I feel like
that'd be cool. Yeah, I know. I hope that we get it eventually, even if you have to pay for it, even if it's a drop. It would be wild to see that and see some cool actual like attack scene or something from something.
Right. Yeah. Like I know I got some of the dinosaurs just for my showroom purposes.
Oh, they're wicked. They're wicked in AR. That's my favorite AR collectible. Hi, my boys. I look forward to meeting you at the Decon. It will be amazing meeting the people with the same disease as I have. We call it VeVe. I already booked everything, and I'm coming with my son. Yeah, I'm going to be there. I mean, Johnny, are you planning to go to Decon?
Is that the Anaheim one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get that in November, right?
I think a lot of creators are going to be there, so that's going to be a good time, I think.
I'm going to try to do everything I can to get to that one, because that's enough, like, long enough way to where I can plan a trip.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I think I'm going to try to get to that one. That's going to be a good time, man.
I think so. I think
it's going to be a movie.
Exactly. make the movie. Somebody bring HBO there for us, and it definitely will be. It'll be a fun time.
Definitely going to be a documentary. That might be the start of the Comey documentary. No, it won't be the start. What am I talking about? The start's going to be back in 2016, obviously. But
yeah, but think about it. You're going to have all these creators there, not all doing what Randy's doing right now by himself at Comic-Con, right? So, and I think Sean's there too at Comic-Con. But imagine like 25 of us people going around and playing the VeVe game. That's I think
awesome.
Gonna be fire. So here for the dub, Drew NFT. How's it going, bud?
How we doing, Drew?
Superstar VIP Sunday buckets. What's good, Superstar? What's good, Sunday buckets? Mohammed, how's it going? VIP as well. How you doing? Oh, skipped over this guy here. You can't skip over Kobe. Kobe leaving the donation. I gotta track him because he's been going out of control. So I gotta make sure I write it down whenever he gives us a donation. This way. By the way, guys, I think Kobe said he's going live after this stream. So if you want to have VeVe content when we're done, go check out Kobe. And that $20 is going to be going straight back to him on that live.
Reminds me of the 24-hour Twitter spaces, or end up being like a 7-day long Twitter spaces. Like, that's the thing about VeVe. You never know when nonstop content's gonna keep coming, right? It's like
amazing.
every day there's something new.
There's too much. You miss it. Like I have FOMO on content. Like I'm busy. I have things going on in real life. I get home. I'm like, what did I miss? I go on. There's 100 videos. Oh my god.
Shout out to the Gale too. I saw the Gale in here. I remember talking with him in the early days when like we just started seeing the YouTube content start to explode, because there's a point where you may watch a VeVe video like once or twice a week, and then it started to explode, ramp up, and it's like, wait, you don't have enough time to keep up. He was one of the first people that were telling me he speeds up the time on the videos to get through them all. I was like, it's genius.
Chad from NFT Pirates, shout out Chad. He told me the exact same story. He said when you first got in, it was like, oh, you had to look for a video. Then he's like, then it became like you can't get away from it. You can't see anything else other than VeVe on your timeline.
Yeah, shout out to Chad, man. NFT Pirates, man. I mean, he was one of the early OGs too. What's that?
Shout out to all the new guys. There's new creators
who
came
in. New creators, man.
After January, after this dump off, and you guys are still popping off. I know VeVe Arcade, we've seen them in here. Marvelous Packs. All you new guys, keep going. It's going to be worth it in the end. Just keep putting out the content.
And the community, you've probably already done it. All the YouTubers out there tuned in. You've inspired people from the community to keep going. Maybe they were having some doubts. Maybe they couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. All your content, everybody's content motivates, inspires, it shows people that you're going to get thanked throughout, your entire life for saying, yo, your videos kept me going, kept me seeing the light, kept collecting. And now it's blossomed into a collection where it's X amount. And it's like changing people's lives, really.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
Wild. And, no, you're 100% right. This is I'm upset on a day when there's a slower content run. Lately, now that I've subscribed and I found a lot of the newer guys, it's been a lot more helpful to keep it going. And I'm really appreciative for everybody doing the content. Like, for real, it's awesome. And I think, like you said, people are going to appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We got fun under the sun. Sending you some rocket ships,
Rockets. Johnny Rockets.
Johnny Rockets. There you go. Isn't that food chain or something?
And it's funny because everybody calls me that since that's been my thing. Like, just send rocket gifts. Or like rocket
aliens, rockets. It makes sense. It all ties into the branding.
Yeah.
I think that by the time Decon, the gold and silver logos are going to be sold out. Save us one. I don't know. They might do something different at Decon. Who knows? They've been doing something, it seems like, at every event. Maybe they won't, but I think the biggest takeaway is going to be meeting the community, meeting the people that you talk to every day or watch, and just having those conversations. Because a lot of us, and I don't know about you, but talking to your friends is not as easy to talk about VeVe yet. They're not on board yet. Soon they will be, but by then we're all going to be on our yachts. I talk to Johnny about it on Twitter all the time. I said, I'm reserving the spots in Bahamas. We're going to get 2 spots per yacht because they're going to be that big. And
that's the thing too. People will come around, man. It's going to be funny to watch. And I'm already starting to see it. People in my town, they're already starting to come around. And some people are, a little bit more hesitant because they're realizing that they were just being told to do this a year ago. So like, you're going to have that kind of friction. People are going to not want to be involved because they were making fun of it. Now they're realizing the opportunity that they might have missed, etc. But it's like, you're going to have a lot of people come around to it at the end of the day, especially once these brands start to promote it. Like, that's the other thing I was thinking too. Like, some Marvel fans we've seen, like, their friction. They don't believe in the NFTs yet, the digital collectibles. Okay. Yeah. The NFT comics, they don't believe in, but they're fans of Marvel. And then they start to see Marvel say, VeVe. We're gonna start to check it out slowly but surely. So
slowly add, and it slowly builds. That's how everything builds. Every company, it doesn't just start out huge, right? I mean, look at Amazon. It went through the same type of thing. It did the big up and down, and
absolutely, people probably were pissed, saying that scam. My stock went from $25 down to $15. Amazon scam. It's like, does that really matter now? Like, I'd buy it at $30. Like,
yeah. Exactly. It's wild. So no, it's gonna be a great time. Shout out to your boy Johnny Dunn, season 3 OG. How's it going, Wes? Oh, crazy cool. Thank you very much for the super chat. Got mint 2019 matches comic year listed 500 thoughts. Got mint 2019 matches comic year listed for 500. 2019. Which comic do you think?
Yeah, which comic is that?
Which comic are you talking? Let me know. I'll get back to it for sure. But it must have been minted that year. So if it's the mint year, I think 500.
Pretty big.
Doing well. NFTs, another super chat. Thank you very much. What's the future prediction on holding the sets of new Disney tab? All secret rare low editions. Oh, that's the park stuff.
yeah, the posters, the lenticulars. I am pretty bullish on the future utility of this set. Now that could be speculation that ends up maybe not panning out, but if you read the tab of that Disney set, I mean, it mentions cruise in there, Disney vacations, like it's just hinting. I feel like it's hinting at the possible utilities for the full set holders, maybe of just one collection, the full collection. That's the thing, we don't really know. So make sure you get what you like, because nothing's guaranteed in this. So
I like your profile picture too, by the way. Walt and Vader cheersing some champagne. That's serious, but I do think I'm on the same I'm on board with you on that comment about holding the sets on that new tab. I think they made them all secret rare for a reason. I think it's important. Right. And David did put hashtag grail after those posters. You can't buy them in real life through Disney. You can buy like a poster of it, but it's not officially branded. So there's a couple things that are really cool with that. I have a couple of the lenticulars, but I don't have any of the full sets on those. And I didn't get the posters, but I'm looking at them. I don't know if I'll get them though. They're a little bit out of my price range.
I ended up adding some money to grab the poster set, and I kind of did your philosophy. I ended up grabbing all 3-digit mints of those posters just because they were like $5, $10 above the floor, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pay a little bit more. Most of them are up from what I paid too, so that's pretty solid.
I missed out on that one. I didn't play it right, but I definitely have having FOMO on those. Every once in a while, I'll go into the tab and I'm like, do I do it? Do I load more money? I gotta wait a
speculation play, but I mean,
they're cool though. They're cool, and there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more. I got them
for like the historical factor, MCP points. Yeah. I just feel like I like them too. I don't have the full lenticulars just yet. I just have to get one more. The one that I don't have is like the $300 one. So it's like, I'm hoping that one comes down a lot because I don't have the money to add to get that one too right now.
That's everybody's problem. Everybody's problem right now is adding. You have to add now. You have to go through the web app. Is preferred. I think it's the money goes to VeVe rather than the App Store. So
I gotta start doing that too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the way to do it now. I found VeVe the exact same way except football cards. Wow,
huge! That's crazy that you found it with the football cards.
I guess same thing like YouTube, right? Trying to sell cards, and then you found through.
You know, I don't know, Handsome Mite, if you were just finding out about PSA and you felt stuck too, but for me, like, I knew like you had to verify your card somehow, but I didn't realize you had to go through the process of shipping them out to PSA. It takes 6 to 12 months. I was like, this doesn't seem right at all. Like, what? I'm just gonna hold the cards, I guess, you know. And I'm so glad everything worked out the way it did when I found it, because I don't know if the fireworks would have went off in my head if I found those old videos of Akomi of Alfred Khan. But I was like, this is what I need right now. I need them to release Pokemon digitally so I could sell these off.
We had a nice talk about Pokemon yesterday after our chat, me and Andrew Ellis. So
I did just catch a lot of that interview before this one.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was he had some pretty good ideas. I think maybe we'll do a future video eventually, but
I think that keyword will eventually come one day.
Yeah, hopefully. I think well, I'll talk about it a little bit. The biggest obstacle is obviously going to be Pokemon Go. They have the AR Pokemon, like that's their thing. I think to do it on VeVe, you got to kind of have them in bed. They got to kind of be
with them, like Niantic or
somehow Pokemon it's got to
Go.
Be where they're benefiting. I think that's the only way right now that it might happen, just because so much money they are making for the brand. Yeah. And if they pull it, or if they do something where it's like, okay, you want to go that way, we're not doing it. It's too much of a risk.
Maybe like collect the Pokemon on the VeVe app and then play with it in the game. You know, that's kind of how I see it with the Marvel Mighties. Like, we all kind of speculate there's going to be a game with the Marvel Mighties, and this physical game from Nintendo was called Amiibos. Now, Amiibos was like a physical, imagine like the physical collectibles like Mario, and then you get the physical Mario and you put them in like your Nintendo game, and you can play with Mario in that game. And I just heard of Amiibos like 6 months ago from a guy from the community named Mubarak. And once I did the research on that, I was like, oh my God, that's like physical NFTs almost. A physical, non-fungible collectible in a game. I was like, that's basically how I see the Marvel Mighties being. Like, you have the Marvel Mighty FA Doom, and you send them, or you play with the game somehow. Like, so I don't know.
Think about that. Think about when you're playing the game and you got that one that's shadowed out because you can't play with that character.
Right, you're gonna want that.
You're like, I want to play with that guy. That's another way that they get you going. So I think you're right. I think that'll happen.
Yeah.
Was good times. Pop Bisley. I don't know. We're so far behind. I don't remember what they're
Yeah,
talking
okay,
about.
okay.
That class. Oh, is this you being? Is this related to your school, your college? Maybe, I don't know.
I'm not sure that class.
The real number one OG of all time. I agree. Johnny Big
Big
Guns
1400.
Dunn. There you go. I found VeVe when I randomly saw one TikTok about golden moments and fell down the rabbit hole and went for Wally, my first ever drop attempt, and I hit it. Yeah, that's a wild day, seeing all these different stories.
I feel like TikTok, I saw a lot of viral TikToks during those Disney golden moments run. Like people that I told about VeVe for months, they weren't on board, they weren't listening, were sending me TikToks of this like same video. They're like, is this the VeVe app you're talking about? I was like, yes, it is.
There you go. TikTok's not untapped. That's another. Speaking of untapped, TikTok.
Yeah,
I think
VeVe just got on TikTok actually.
I know, and I think there's only a few creators. Like I think the drop. I think Ryan does some of that stuff.
Yeah, Ryan's on there. I know Crypto Cam's on there.
Oh yeah,
I'm on there, but I haven't really blown up on TikTok.
We have one too. We whenever people send us videos, we'll put them there, but it's really low key right now. We haven't got much traction yet.
One of my biggest videos on TikTok is like a fishing video or something.
There you go. TikTok random things hit. That's what the best part
really
is.
Did. Like I just posted it, didn't look. Some of my videos getting like 100 views, and that had like 8,000 views or something overnight. I was like, whoa.
That's wild. Nail Butt, how's it going? We got Kryptoni. Solid guys right here, blessed and highly favored. Kryptoni, legend of the community, always on everybody's comments on Twitter as well. Yeah, YouTube. He's a VIP.
That's the other thing I want to say real quick is like the community, your comments, guys. You know, it means the world to all of us. Like, you guys are just as much part of the community as all the content creators.
There you go.
Johnny made me go out and get a physical Todd. Let's go.
Johnny's spending everybody's money.
Up in price. The physicals were like $100, $200, I think, when we first started, and it's probably like close to 1,000 now. So
that's nuts. That's crazy. Especially Superstar Laura M VIP. Yo, Sunday Eve Superstar Surprise. I like to do them on Sundays when we can. Hopefully we can do a little bit more of them. I know it's tough when we get Rob. We got to make sure the schedules match too, right? Yeah. He's getting married. The two VeVe goats. I don't know about that. This guy's definitely a goat. But
you're going up there.
Connor is more of a goat. VeVe's been retweeting his pictures and stuff. It's wild. He's the one. I don't know if you saw it when Darth Vader dropped. He did the choke. He was getting choked by Darth Vader.
Oh, that's him.
Connor.
Yeah, I've seen that picture.
Yeah. So that was wild. I found VeVe through TikTok. I think they're the same comment, or maybe not.
I think it's someone different. Yeah, a lot of people come from TikTok.
That's crazy though. Yeah. Shout out Mitchell Locklear, recent Superstar VIP. Actually, he's the one I think I just posted the advertisement for. So how's it going? Another legend. Speaking of legends in the chat, we got VeVe Vault, another drop streamer. So if you guys don't know, check out VeVe Vault. Put up Johnny on the right screen. Put up VeVe Vault on the left screen, and you're gonna get all the content of all the drops. It's crazy. I think everybody got Disney Plus for a year.
Strategy too. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a strategy guy. Johnny, you both are though. Like you guys both do different things, and that's what's wild about it. You get to see different perspectives, and you both win on the drop. So different things work, right? It's wild.
If you're not successful one way, try the other way, and vice versa. I always try to say that. Yeah.
So we got a good question here. Bandaru asking VeVe Vault, how did you find VeVe? Found Omi first and then started researching it. So he found it through crypto.
I feel like I would say that's probably the more common way most people found it. I think it will flip. It probably has flipped already, or it's gonna flip. Like most people are gonna find Omi through the VeVe app, I think, eventually.
Yeah, I think that's how we did. We found Omi through the VeVe app. I want to forget Walt drop. I got the buy now button up to the 32 minute and still missed him on every. Wow, you got it every time. That's some good timing though. To get the buy now to come back up.
Yeah, have a chance.
Oh my god, that's scary. But even Johnny didn't get that one on the drop, so you got to be grateful, right?
That Disney week was insane, like the craziest drops of all time. And I think it has to do with the Disney tweeting it out. That was the first time ever we saw a tweet from like a big IP like that. I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And like I think we saw like a couple 100,000 people just from that tweet.
Yeah, broke.
Broke on broke the app. And that's also why I think you said it early on too. Probably like VeVe told Disney like, we love that you did that, but just like
let's hold it back. I think they're holding back. I think there's more than just Disney that they're holding back. I think they've got things lined up. I hope that they got things. I hope they got big time influencers lined up because there's some things happening in the bigger YouTuber space where they mention something, but they don't really go all in. They don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something there, or else they will.
It's
Why wouldn't you
gotta
pump
be,
your own bags? Why wouldn't you?
If I was thinking about it too, like Logan Paul mentioned Omi in the summer of last year, and he moved to Puerto Rico. I don't like. It could have just been a coincidence, whatever it might have been, but like I think there was probably a big reason why. Like he knows he's gonna be a billionaire soon.
But think about it like this: he mentions Omi, right? Andre Jake does a ton of videos on Omi and VeVe. They do a video together. Don't talk about it.
Right? Like, come on film.
On film, you don't talk about it on film.
Right.
That to me, that's the sign there. They have to have some kind of a NDA maybe going on. I don't know. I think VeVe's got them. They have to. Why wouldn't they talk about it?
It feels like that.
They just it didn't make any sense. Superstar VIP, OG Sarah in the chat. She's MVP right now, most stars. I think she's got more stars than Laura M. Oh, Laura M and Sarah, I think, got the same amount of stars. You're both VIP MVPs right now. Anybody wants to beat those number of stars, leave some in the chat. Kobe's just putting the arrows up. He's saying it's going to the moon. He's got the spaceship guy behind him, Johnny Dunn. I see him right there. So he's going to the moon. He's ready when he's in the moon.
Also, shout out to Andrea from the community. She's the one who actually made these 3D printed these. Looks amazing. Let me bring it down. Actually,
look at the quality. Look what you get from this community here.
I almost don't want to bring it down because last time
don't break it.
I dropped my Todd comic.
Let's work it. Look at that.
Amazing. This could be a drop on VeVe.
Golden Moon Boy. Yeah, exactly.
Golden Moon Boy. Oh my god.
That would be awesome if they did something like that to reward like people who are doing like dope stuff like this.
Oh my god. And she made all different colors. She has like an original all white one. Like
I think Sleepin might have one. Sleepin might have one in the back. I don't know if it's her design or not, but I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Silver one, amazing. Hit up Drea on Twitter. Paracosm Design, I think, is her Twitter handle. Amazing.
Look at that detail.
She crushed it. I love it. It's one of my favorite.
Unreal.
I don't want to drop anything, so I'll put it back.
Yeah. Be careful. we got another content creator who's doing the streams, checking out the market. So definitely go check out VeVe Vibes on YouTube. I need more gems. I think you and everybody else on VeVe needs more gems. There's too many good deals right now. That's the thing. And the thing is, they're hanging out. It's not like they're going down much more. It's stuff's hanging out for you to grab, and it's like it's really, really tempting to load money. Much love. What's up, Mr. Dunn?
How we doing, Mitchell?
Cheese mode gems. Yeah, everyone's talking about needing more gems. Me too. About to load up.
I had to finally add some gems in to get the poster set. I was trying to let go of some things, but eventually I let go, or I ran out of things I was willing to let go of. So I was like,
that's what happened to me recently. Recently, I've been the credit card's been taking a hit for sure.
You know what's funny? We're speaking of that. That's exactly how I was able to go all in the beginning because I didn't have the type of money to go all in the beginning. And fortunately for me, I'm still living at home with my parents. And it's so funny how life works out. The same exact reason, because I graduated with a teaching degree. So right out of college, I could have moved out, became a teacher, but it wasn't really the route I wanted to go. Like I wasn't happy doing that. So I decided to stay at home, live at home with my parents. And for the next like handful of years, really just try to do things I was passionate about and make that work. And if it doesn't work, go back to teaching. And so for the same exact reasons, like all my childhood friends like made fun of me living at home, etc., is the same exact reason why I was able to flourish and go all in on VeVe with the help of my family. Because if I wasn't living at home, there's no way I would have been able to go all in.
No, that's great. That's wild though. But you had the foresight. That's the biggest thing. You had the foresight to recognize the market.
It's like a team effort. I had the foresight. They had the financial.
Exactly. Anyway, I've left this one on the screen a while just to help you out, the Izzo kid. Looking for 1924 Tesseract. If anybody's got that, comment it down below, and we will reach out to Diaz. We're talking to him all the time, so we will be able to put you in touch with him. Crypto earnings, if you can believe it. That's how you found it, through crypto earnings. I didn't even know crypto had earnings.
Oh, interesting.
That looks sick. I think we're way behind.
Moon Man?
I don't know. Are we that far? No, we're way behind. Oh, okay, that's from 9/12.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I got to go a little quicker. Let's see. After today's drop, it's obvious that we don't have 5K collectors on the app. I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't get the drop. It was, and Johnny didn't get it either.
Yeah. And normally I'm on point with the drops. Like, I feel like we probably had an uptick in definitely users, and maybe some people are saying the bots came back for this drop. Probably a combination of both.
I told you I hit that button, man. I Johnny Dunn that button
Johnny
perfect. I felt good about it. I timed it, and I was like, I didn't get it. What's going on here? And
that's how I was with the poster drop day one. Today on the Silver Surfer drop, I was off. I don't think my timing was good on the Silver Surfer drop.
I don't think I've ever been this good. I'm telling you, this is the perfect hit. Like even the other drop yesterday, Tesseract, I think stayed in the store maybe a little bit, but I missed the button and then I hit it and I was fine. But this one, I hit it.
That's the worst feeling when you time it perfect and you don't get it.
Yeah, but it's okay. We still ended up with one. The passion on this man's face is second to none. Johnny Big Guns Dunn is VeVe. I gotta call him Johnny Rockets now. I'm telling you, Johnny Big Gun Rockets.
I like it.
What I have learned over the last 5 months, especially, we are still really early at 100%. So again, VeVe Vibes is a content creator. I think came in probably around the same time as us, maybe a little bit earlier. And like I said, it's you learn now for what to do when the new people come in. Because that's like Johnny with the Walt. He knew he had the foresight to go in and grab two.
Yeah.
And now look how nice that looks, right? Pulled up for tea time at the golf course. Do not underestimate the swag. Unbelievable. Like he's repping what he shows off on his channel, which I love. the red t-shirt and all.
I would have put a VeVe shirt on. I just ran out of clean ones. I wear them every day. So.
I love VeVe. Signed up a few new friends already. I sold my Darth Vader for $14K a month ago. Whoa, what mint number did you have? And use the money to reinvest. How did you get one for $14K?
New world, new energy. That's amazing right there.
He's changing lives.
You must have had you had to have like a 40-something mint number.
Yeah, 1977.
Or 1977. That's an amazing come up. See, the good thing, awesome. You know why I love low mints or special mints is because there's two ways to play them, right? You could do what you said, maybe find a low mint for a steal at the floor and grab it, or you have a crazy low mint and decide to take profits on it and then buy back a floor. Yeah. I have a low mint comment actually of a Grail Spider-Man comic, Ultimate Fallout, but it's so low. I'm trying to sell it for like near 1,000 and then just buy back another 3-digit mint and then pocket the difference there. So like there's so many different ways you could play a low mint, It's not like you just have to go after it. You
can get 100 less or something like that and still be happy, and then you still got gems. It's true, but they take longer to sell because you got to find that right buyer.
Yep. It is a little bit less liquid.
No, for sure. So like, that's awesome. What's up, bros? G Metals, how's it going? Big 14. We got MTL now. Don't be afraid to tell your friends about VeVe. It's true. It's true. I think they need to get some more money. With these rates going up, it's affecting a bunch of people. That's a big problem. I don't think it's VeVe FUD anymore. I think it's World FUD. Yeah. Took a double L today on I think Silver Surfer. Ended up picking up 2 triple digits in the aftermarket. Yeah, I picked up one, and I'm happy I did as well. I love mints. I picked up the FA Null Venom book, Uncommon Mint number 1984, which is the FA of Symbiote, and paired it with my Amazing Spider-Man 252, which came out in 94. Oh, that's
awesome.
Sick.
Yeah, that is sick right there. See, that's the thing. Collectors find things to collect. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna find things to separate yourself.
Exactly.
Loves that.
While talking about the Aston Martin, we know Johnny Dunn's got the year of James Bond. So speaking of individual mints,
yeah, that's my one right there.
That's his. VeVe Vault. That's the one you're never going to sell, right? I think he has more than one, right? Am I wrong?
I'm not sure.
Maybe you could sell one if you have 2. From the Bay Area. So are you going to Decon or what? It's like 6 hours or something, right? Do you think Mint 1947 of the Spidey poster will be worth more? Berthy or Peter Parker? I think that one would be tough to find somebody, but I think you could potentially find somebody. Peter Parker's the biggest Spider-Man, right?
That's the thing. You hit the nail on the head right there. It definitely would be. It's definitely going to be worth more, but it's just going to take longer. Like you said, it's not going to be as liquid because you have to find that right buyer. But if you listed something like that at the floor, it'd probably sell immediately. So I would probably list it higher. Not financial advice. It's just what I would do. But it may you just got to be ready to sit on it for a little.
No, I think he realizes the value he has. I think you just got to be if you can be patient. If not, like you said, it'll sell right away. Yeah. Dubs all around. Yep. What's up, Vault? Rob Stuff, another YouTuber. What's going on, Rob Stuff? We just had him on the channel a couple of days ago, so go check out that video, guys. It was a great conversation about marketing and how VeVe might market to bring in new users. And we had great conversations similar to what we were talking about a little bit earlier about influencers, and he had great ideas with affiliate marketing. He did a stream on it as well. So it's a great what's happening in the community. Everybody's starting to come up with ideas to help the project, and it looks like we got rid of most of the FUD with MTL, and there's still people upset, but I think just because everything's not perfect yet, but it's a project, right? That's why they call it a project. It takes time.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, people, there's always gonna be something to complain about with some people, you know.
It is what it is. VeVe Vault's gonna sell one someday. See, told you. What's going on? Everyone's talking in the chat now, but that's fire. What's your VeVe name so I can see your mints? I love mints too. I'm Art Hart on VeVe. I have a 2022 UR band leader listed. There's a shout out for a VIP as well. If you want to, the year that it's minted, I think is also a very important number. And down the line will be really important. The year that the item was listed on the app, because if that's when it was created, that's when people got it, right? So I think that's definitely going to be important. We got another legend, Superstar Crypto Pro, learning and listening and learning. Listen, we listen to you to learn. You know that you're the educator, the teacher, the professor. I feel like when I watch a Crypto Pro, I got to take notes. I sit down with my book.
Like I'm back in college classes again. You know? Yeah,
but now I got to wear a shield because he beat me up one video. So I got to watch out, and then I got to take notes while he's not looking, you know. Carlton. Yep, everyone knows Carlton Flowers. We got the Gale. You just talked about him. Superstar the Gale reporting for duty. All the Superstar legends in the chat. OG. Shout out to the Gale. Go check out his channel. Doing content. That's one guy that I always see content from as well. It's always up there.
He's always making content.
Every day. He's always talking about something. And it's not just VeVe. He does the HRO stuff too. He does a wide range of NFTs and stuff like that. So really, really cool content. Crypto Pro.
I feel like Gale's doing a good job documenting his whole NFT journey, you know?
Yeah, and for himself, exactly. In the future, he's going to be able to look back. Awesome. What's up to Gale? Everyone's saying what up to each other. That's the community we got here, man. Silver Surfer, hold this up.
That's what's going to be so fun when you go out in person, you meet people like at these events. It's like you feel like you've known them for your whole life almost.
It's going to be, I think if we see some of the people, we don't know what they look like. It's gonna be wild. Oh, you're that guy. You're NFTs 6743. Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's gonna be wild. That's a good point.
That'll be wild. We're gonna know each other, so that'll be one person that we know. I hold their sell. I think I bought it for 3 times the floor, so or for 3 times the box. I'm gonna hold it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a good hold.
Yeah, I like it. I like that it's 1-1, and like I said, I just like it's one of the first ones I feel like you can kind of AR it on the ocean or in water somewhere compared to other NFTs on the app.
That's a good point.
Mumbot just teased the drop on VeVe and Twitter an hour ago. Is this the one that they're talking about maybe being a secret rare drop?
I didn't hear anything about it.
People were talking about a secret drop today, but I heard it was a prank.
Today. Like I was thinking maybe they were going to do, I did think they were going to do a secret drop. I was ready for it at 3 p.m.
It's the last day, but I guess not.
Yeah, I guess not.
I don't understand the secret Silver Surfer hype at all. So many other things are on the same price on the app that are sure. I think, like Johnny brought up some good points. It's one pose. It might be the only Marvel character besides a Mighty that's a one pose. And I think that even like the price, if you look at the price point compared to some of these other one pose, sure they're bigger grails, but are we really 1/10 of the price of some of these other things? I don't know. And the edition run is 6,100. It's nothing crazy.
It's tough. I feel like it's a good buy right now. The thing is, though, there are so many deals in the market. It's like
true. Everything.
You find another good deal at something that you may see more valuable, and there could be a possibility that might be a better buy. But yeah, I like the Silver Surfer right now at its price.
Yep. VIP Crypto Cookie. What's up, guys? How's it going? Laura, I have UR Darth listed at 9.9 million, and my account name is Null. Oh wow, he was just talking about having that comic. So there you go. Can't wait to display comics on profile and showroom. That will go well with your username. Are you on Twitter? Check out my post about ASM. It's definitely an Easter egg plot line for Spider-Man 4. Laura M has some really solid knowledge, like low key, talking about these comics. Definitely go to her. She's one of our comic consultants in the comments all the time. I'm sure you've seen her name around as well. She's big into the Marvel universe, so I like to go to her for some ideas as well. I have the set for 3 million. Oh, this but the set, I think that's the posters or something. Is that what we were talking about earlier?
It might have been.
just kidding. I know too much love. He's just joking with us.
I just gave Null a follow.
Johnny,
a lot of
Johnny, this guy here, three UR Vaders on the drop.
What?
on the drop.
No way.
240. He sent receipts.
Oh my god.
Tell me superstar juju doesn't exist.
That energy must be contagious because that's insanity.
He-
I remember for the ultra rare drop, I was trying to lock one in at 600. The floor was like 600. Couldn't get it at the floor. Tried scrolling down, buying one for like 700, 800. Couldn't do it. I was like, oh my gosh, the floor starts to rise. Now the floor is like 700, 800. I go to lock one in at 900. Can't do it. I pay for like 980, 990 for one. And I finally lock one in. The floor was like 800.
Yeah.
Just ran right up after I bought it.
My play, so you remember how we talked about your Walt play, how you went in knowing what you knew before, kind of helped you. Darth Vader was my play. That's when I had enough experience. I knew what to do.
You had to lock it in.
I saw the market dropping. I sold pretty much everything. I held on to my R2D2 because I minted it. Everything else I sold off. I put together like 5K gems. I had 5K gems going into that drop.
Smart.
Secondary market. I hit one. I hit three on. Actually, I hit three. 2 accounts. I hit 2 on one. I hit two on one account. Not URs. Not UR. I hit, I think, 2 commons and 1 UR. But I didn't know because I did the quick gate thing.
Oh, right. So you didn't see.
I didn't know. Didn't care. Went to secondary market with the gems that I still had. Bought UR number 300 something. 1,500 gems.
Smart.
3 minutes later, sold for 2,800.
Smart.
Went back in, bought another UR, sold it for 2,000. I did that like 3 times.
Wow.
So that was the play.
I love it.
The problem was trying to get them because now with the reservation system, you had to keep clicking the same one, but they were releasing because people didn't have the gems. They were just locking them. So you played that game. That's why I'm saying if you're in this now, you're gonna definitely outsmart some of the new people. It's gonna happen.
See, I love that. You use your knowledge from before. You said, this is my moment. I'm capitalized on my one moment. And boom. That's huge right there. See, I'm glad it all worked out too, because like you said, that example right there can be used for so many other people to learn from that and say, wow, okay, so when it's time for me and I really believe in something, be ready for it. That's one thing I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready in case I missed the drop for the wall. That's my one mistake. I guess it was I was probably too overconfident. I was just going to lock one in on the drop and I missed it. And that's when it started to set in for me. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Now I'm panicking, which you don't ever want to do. But usually at that point, I would probably get off the live stream and say, okay, I got to go make some moves. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave the live stream running to kind of show you guys what I go through. And I was like panic selling, trying to make in my head like a good rational decision without like doing something dumb.
Yeah.
And luckily it just all worked out for me. But that's one good thing that you did. You prepared for that moment. So
you know what though? If I was Johnny Dunn and I'm hitting every drop, secret rare, not looking, I would think I'm gonna get the wall too. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny because Pirates, I remember Pirates saying one time, like, Pirates is having the worst luck with drops for the longest time.
He told me
when drops come, he's like, I don't even think about getting it on the drop anymore. I'm just going right to the market. And for whatever reason, I've been blessed, whatever. I was the opposite. I didn't
have that market experience.
I was looking at every drop like an opportunity. I was like, yes, here it is. I get to get the drop on retail. So it was just funny because I remember Pirates saying that. And I was always looking at the drops the exact opposite way. So it's just shout out to Chad, man. I wish he had some better luck.
But now, like, you got that tool in your belt now, right? So that's the thing. Now you learned 100%. The secondary as well. You got everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little quicker here now just to try and catch up. Yep. So if I don't read your comment out, just I'll put it up. What's going on, Booth? How's it going, Superstar Booth? In before Silver Surfer 250 plus, low mint. Lower mint than Superman, and I personally like him more than Superman. I have both, but got 4 Silver Surfers. Wow. Yeah, I think right now we're at a low point on him. Might see a little bit lower, but I mean, when people come to this app, we know how highly touted he is from the comic book world, right?
Yeah, and that's one thing. I'll touch on it real quick. I won't touch on it because you got to keep going. But like that's the thing I look at too. Like if things dip, I think of all right. If it dips, it could be worth grabbing right now, even if it dips maybe another $40 for what the potential could be. That's what I looked at the ultra rare MC1. I was like, 590. I'm gonna grab, even if Grail comes out, it could dip to maybe like 400. I'm okay with taking that like $100 down to where I believe it's gonna go in the future.
You lock it in though. You make sure you have one, right? Exactly. If it's at the bottom, you might miss it, like, and then rocket ships, right? Because I think if AF15 gets announced, I think that some of these bottoms are gonna actually be eaten up. That might actually happen because there's people waiting for that. They're waiting for that to be announced so that they can buy up the bottom. So you might not be where you think at that point. Just take care of what you want and I don't know. Still haven't gotten the Decon VeVe airdrop promo card yet. I wonder what it's going to be, Rob. I don't know if they're going to give you the same one. Maybe that 500 includes you guys. I was saying to Johnny, because there wasn't too many people there, was it? I think there's like 200 or something people there. Maybe they kept some for this. I have no idea.
I hope people get it. Yeah.
What's your Twitter? These guys are talking in the comments. I think they'll figure it out. What significance does 41 have for VeVe?
It's the first public mint.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything other than that, right?
Yep, that's pretty much it. So I don't know if they know or not, Alex Winters, but the Comey team, they'll usually take like the first 40 for the licensors, for some people on the team, maybe the VeVe verse. So the 41 mint is usually the first publicly available mint.
I see a funny comment coming up here. The Juju is real. I subscribed, then got Stranger Tales Secret Rare 110. So that's first appearance of Doctor Strange, and got Sergeant Fury Secret Rare, then mint 199 Darth. It's
the Juju.
The Juju. It's honestly like ridiculous what happens.
Energy is contagious.
Look at this. This is some Juju. I broke my arm today, then told I was subscribed to Superstar Money, and it healed itself. Kobe.
Craziest things happen.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is happening. The Juju guys, we need to make Juju t-shirts, send them out to all the creators. This way you always get Juju. The Palace just setting off the fire bells. The Palace is going to Decon as well. It's going to be a wild time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, picked up the Silver Surfer after drop. So did I. Shout out to Fat Cat VIP. How's it going all? Club 424. He's in the 424 as well with the Dinos. So shout out to that.
I got to get in there.
Debating on starting a channel. Start the channel. Start the channel so I can watch you and tell me when to watch and when you're posting. I'll hit the bell on.
I'm going to subscribe too. Make sure you make a YouTube channel. Use us as motivation, brother.
Yeah, comment it.
YouTube channel tonight.
The day you make the first video, comment it. I'll give you permission. Put the link in my comments, and I will watch it for sure. You're gonna get two. Rob is gonna watch it, and I'm gonna watch it, and then go on Johnny's stream. Put it on his drop stream. 3 plus everybody there. He's gonna boost it too. So you're gonna get a great following off the bat. Do it. Just doing a TikTok right now. Send us your TikTok. We're on TikTok too. Superstar Money. Send it to me. And then we'll find you.
I gotta follow you on TikTok too.
Yeah, Superstar Money. Nail, but it's VeVe_ArtHeart. Guys, these are the connections you want. I hope VeVe hooks us up with Hasbro and gets Transformers in the app, and they'll be able to transform.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
They're at Universal Studios, I think, right? So
I'm not sure what the license is. Yeah,
they can work it out. I'm sure people at Universal know the people from Transformers. Love this community, Raphael. Thank you very much. You don't need to donate. It's just it's for the community. Like I said, we love talking to you guys. Very much appreciated. Like 2 of my friends are on board. Rest said it was a joke. At least I can say, hey, you got some people on. I got Rob on. That's how come we're making YouTube videos. So
that's all you can do, brother. You just know you can try.
You tell people
that you try. That's all.
Yeah, you tell people, and then after you can tell them I told you so. Maybe that's the shirt we'll make, Johnny. We'll make it. I told you so.
I told you so. I love it.
I told you so.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking about, but who knows? I
More strangers listen to me than people I grew up with. That's what I was disappointed in. I was like, all the people I grew up with, childhood friends, like 2 of them believed in me, just took the chance. VeVe Trust, Tyler Gear, and my other friend Joe Kelly. The rest of them just laughed in my face, said, "Screw you and your digital Batman, John."
Some people we know joined in January, so it's not the best look for us.
See, that's just timing, you know.
They'll be back. Yeah. They couldn't cash out anyways, right? So they're still holding on to their Captain Americas. I think that's the one we got them into. The Captain America, not the FA, the real version, just common. Because
I had the full set at one point. I only have the Secret Rare and some other.
They're cool. They look solid. Like that realistic version is really cool. And I think they burnt a bunch of those ones, right?
They did burn a bunch. I know the commons. I'm not sure of the other ones. That's one set that I plan to eventually let go of, just because I have some of the other bigger ones, like the Secret Spider-Man set. If I didn't have some of these big sets, I think the ones that I would hold would be a little bit different. Like I would definitely hold the Captain America one, but I'm okay with just holding the Secret Rare for now. So
that's cool though. No, that's still cool. The Secret Rares, if you can have them, those are wild, especially the collectible. Should I sell my 2 Silver Surfer, Donald Daisy, Pooh, and Secret Rare Thor for R2D2 and UR Steamboat Willie? Man, that's a loaded question. What do you like? What do you like better? What are you going to hold longer? That's my answer usually for most of these types of questions. I like a lot of things on this list on both sides. So it's personal preference. I do think UR Steamboat is a little bit undervalued at this point. Maybe not undervalued, but slept on maybe.
I think that's one of the few collectibles that doesn't need a FA tag. That Steamboat Willie is going to be a grail in my opinion. R2D2 is a great.
All of these are low. Pooh's low. Donald and Daisy's low. FA's like.
That's a
Secret
big
Rare
one.
Thor.
Yeah, Secret Rare Thor's FA
Yeah,
Thor's
this
low.
is a big list. I mean, I would do whatever you think you're gonna like and hold longer. Other than that, like I wouldn't mind having either side of this.
Yeah. Some of these questions are tough too because like everything's probably going to go up in value. It's
Yeah.
just,
What's gonna go up by more? I don't know. What's up, superstars? All good in the hood here. How's it going, Crazy Dan? Superstar Pavle Punch. I know you know Pavle. He was a proponent of getting us together, by the way.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Punch, man. I love Punch.
He's like, you and Johnny Dunn gotta do video together. You and Johnny Dunn gotta do a video together.
That's amazing. Yeah, Punch is one of the biggest supporters out there.
Oh yeah.
I love Punch, man. I mean, just another person from the community who's passionate, who shares the same passions, and
he's on every stream.
Every YouTube.
Yeah.
He's on every YouTube channel. That's what's amazing. Like Punch, we appreciate you, bro, so much. And trying to do something with a little movie or something in the future, I'm definitely on board, my guy. If you're still down, I would love to be in some kind of movie. I always felt like I could be an actor or something like that. So
maybe you can be a golfer in the movie too. You know what I mean? You already got some experience. People can watch those vlogs.
Absolutely. I got to make more.
So Mitchell's saying he would do it for R2 and Willie. That's just him. I found VeVe through comic collecting. Wow.
That's huge right there.
Yeah, that's a new one for me. I know that a lot of comic book people don't like the digital version. It's the opposite.
Yeah, I was just going to say, get a lot of your other physical comic collector friends to get into VeVe.
Yeah, go on those Discord.
Yeah, I know Sleep and Sean are doing a good job at recruiting a lot of those physical collectors.
Here you go. I told you. He was trying to get us together earlier.
Now we just need Rob. Yeah.
Rob will be back. We're gonna do it again. All the guys I've been doing videos with, co-hosting with, we're gonna have to do another one, running back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would not sell poos for so cheap. The price. See, there's both sides. Everyone's gonna give you both sides on.
The thing about that question for me is I love Dino and Daisy. I love Pooh. I love SR Thor, but I love the ultra rare Willie
and R2D2.
Like you said,
everything on that list.
Yeah, either move is solid.
Everything on that list, guys. Murbak is province. Mubarak means congratulations.
Okay.
Mubarak is province. Mubarak.
Was I pronouncing his name wrong? Maybe.
I think maybe I said it wrong.
Mubarak. He was one of the people in my live streams. Big person from the community who's been a big supporter. He's the one that told me about Amiibos, which is like a physical collectible, and it's. Yeah. I look at it as like a physical NFT almost.
Yeah.
And I see that being, kind of like what could be the Marvel Mighties in the future or something like that. So
that would be wild. Not Mitchell's going off. It's so tempting, but if I do, I'm still thinking R2D2 to complete the set, or you are Steamboat Willie. I guess you have C3PO. Do you have that, Jeff? Johnny Big Gun Dunn, super famous. I did not know that that's your nickname. I mean,
people call me all kinds of nicknames. Johnny Guns.
Yeah, I hear Johnny Guns before, but everyone's saying Big Gun. So now I gotta start getting used to that, saying that in the comments. Superstar Big Gun, Johnny Dunn, whatever. Get in there. Tomorrow is the one. I guess Mama bought. Let's go. Is that tomorrow? The what do you call it? The airdrop? Not the airdrop. The secret drop? I don't know. Maybe. I own the UR Steamboat. When the Disney crowd joins, that will be a grill. I agree. Sorry. The Gale, Yo Bro, Crypto Pro.
Legend.
All Disney golden moments will do well long term too. I think so. What up, Pavle? Everybody knows everybody. I love it. 100%. I found Omi first, researched the business model, made complete sense, bought 1 million, then Disney tweet and drop. First live drop was Johnny. Been buying ever since. There you go. That feels good, eh? That feels good when people find you and use you as a avenue to get in.
It's amazing.
You're recruiting without even knowing. Crypto Pro, let's go. VeVe Vault, my dude. High Punch, everybody knows everybody, man. Crypto Pro is the most slept on creator legend. He has great edits. I love when one of them, he did the Iron Man. He came up in the intro or whatever.
I didn't see that one. I must have missed it. I watch Crypto Pro's YouTube videos a lot, though. Shout out to
he's fun. He's fun time. My mate told me to download this back in March 2021. Didn't tell me anything about it. Didn't start using it until September. Ooh. It's okay. You never know.
Though.
You never know what you would have done, though. Yo, but it's nice because you got on your web app. It's going to say joined March 2021, right? So that's a flex.
And like you said, you never know what you would have done. Like maybe you got in early and sold everything, and you have even more of a regret, right? Like you have no idea. So
it's true. check out Logan Paul YouTube video of him buying the PK Illustrator card. Uncle Jeremy's in that video and found the card in Dubai. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Jeremy Patwar is connected. That guy.
Small world.
That's why I'm saying he knows. Logan Paul knows. You can't talk about it. That's what my opinion.
I have the same opinion.
If I'm wrong, I think so. And if that's the case,
I honestly, I'm going to go a step further and say I think Logan watches all of our videos.
What up, Logan?
Not like every single one. He doesn't have time for that. But like, I guarantee you, he probably checks in randomly.
He's a collecting fiend. That guy. Yeah, I'm sure he's seen them. He's seen some people.
Right? Yeah.
What's up, guys? Oh my gosh, we have legends in this chat, guys. Today, JD put up her info.
Probably meaning Drea for the Moon Boy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe tweet it out and then people can go check that tweet. I love that astronaut statue. Yeah, you're right. That's what they're talking about. Sorry, boy. Super chat limited. What can I say? There you go. Ooh.
Focus
a little bit blurry.
It's got to focus up one time. Come on. Work for Drea.
The camera's not having it. Why don't you tweet it out? Tweet it out and then they can go find it. Yeah, tweet. Sorry, boy. Super chat limited. What I could say. I was listening in when you were discussing the Silver Surfer, and I was able to get mint number 2019 on the. And that matches Silver Surfer Black comic. Yeah, I think this is another one that's in that other situation. There you go. A live tweet where you have to find the right buyer. So maybe go to like a Silver Surfer group chat or something and tell them you have that, and that number will mean more to those people who are actually into the Silver Surfer and know that detail. I have a listed for 500. Curious your thoughts on the price point. Great video. Love listening in. I think that you can find the right person. I think it might just take some time. We're all going to have a movie with our parents if only VeVe doesn't move. Maybe.
That's hilarious.
I landed on drop Silver Surfer number 86. Should I sell for floor Silver Surfer and Elsa? Number 86. That's, you know what I mean? You won't have a low mint like that. I think low mints like that have some potential to sell for a little bit more than a floor of Silver Surfer and Elsa. You might get more than you think for that.
Yeah.
Number 86.
How many Silver should I sell? Do they mean like maybe sell for a good amount and then pick up a floor Surfer and Elsa?
Yeah, I think he's saying get rid of the 86, get a floor Surfer and Elsa. I think you get more than that for that number, maybe.
Oh yeah, for the gems, yeah. I would sell it, like you're saying, don't sell yourself short on that. Like, get a good amount of gems for it. But if you want to add a golden moment, I don't think that's a bad play. Just was me, I'd make sure you don't sell yourself too short.
Yeah, just make sure exactly. Check out what things are selling for around there. I haven't looked, so I don't know. We're about to take off. Mo Fresh knows. He knows what up. New York Comic Con will be lit. After this will be amazing. Yeah, the Comic Con seem like they're bringing in the people. What's up? Non-fungible talk. Another YouTuber. Check him out. Definitely always in our DMs giving us content ideas as well. So much appreciated. Didn't get the drop, but got 2 on 4 and 8-minute rebound. Oh my gosh. We got Melissa in the chat. Love this live. Subscribe to the membership, everyone. This is my wife. That is not her last name anymore. But thank you for being in the chat. And I will be up soon once we are done getting through the comments. So this only means we will have an amazing January like last one, but better. I think the next pump's got to be bigger. I mean,
yeah, I do too.
More people, more hype. I think
a lot less on the market for sale too.
The new thing, there will be new things though that people will go to, but I think people have ideas of where things should be on a pump, and typically that's how markets work. You usually hit that pump and then you usually go past it. Not financial advice, but like Johnny said, there's less things available. People with more money might come into the app as well. I wonder if I can give my mom my wallet to live with her for 6 months.
That's hilarious.
Maybe she'll let you live there for free, though. You can hold on to the wall. Just ask her.
Yeah, for real.
When Tron Daft Punk helmet animation and Light Cycle Disney Dreaming. When Tron Daft Punk helmet animation and Light Cycle Disney Dreaming. I don't know. I think that a bunch of more Disney stuff's gonna come. I don't know if I know. Is this Tron the movie? Is that what he's talking about? I don't know too much about that movie if that's the case. Light Cycle would be a buy. I think it's the movie because I think they have a ride or something called Tron coming to Disney. Light Cycle will be a buy for sure. Also need the Batmobile.
Batmobile. David used teased that out.
They got a statue of that, right? The black and white. Black and white's got a Batmobile statue or no?
I don't think the black and white does.
Oh,
But you've seen the Batmobile that David used teased, right?
yeah. You've seen that a couple times.
I just don't know if that's like in the collection of the black and white. I'm hoping that's the airdrop or something.
That would be cool if you hold a bunch of sets or something. Maybe if you own a certain amount of sets, it makes those ones that people think aren't worth anything worth something at that point. But maybe they'll give you the heads up again, like dinosaurs, and then make people go. I think that kind of worked out for them because they weren't selling out in the store. People had to go and buy it. Like it was a good marketing play to tell people up front, and people still didn't do it. Like only 424 people for the secret rare that actually held it. I know that there's people who had the set but sold it, and then they ended up. Well, we're not going to talk about it, but a lot of different opinions.
I also like the fact that they gave out, the other rarities, the ultra rare or whatever, for people who didn't have the full sets, but one of each of the sets.
Yeah, they upgraded them.
Like if you have one of the Batman from each of the series, you could have a chance at one of the Batmobiles, and if you have the full set of all of them, you get like the extra animated scarce.
That'd be cool too. One that drivable.
Right.
I'm going to Decon. Guri, we will see you at Decon. If you have to explain the mint to a collector, it can be tough. If you have to explain the mint to, I guess that's like when people are trying to sell certain mints. I think you could find the right people if you're in the right space. You got to find. It takes time, like we mentioned. That's something that takes longer. Shout out to Modric the Collector. Thank you very much for joining the VIP. Lots of perks for that. You will see if you keep watching the videos or watching the content. It is worth it. Trust me, we'll keep bringing stuff to that membership. Vault is a gem in this community. He should definitely get a gold VeVe sign. If I had a couple, I would definitely give him one. Keep up the good work, brother. Agreed. I think
good work, man.
Somebody actually tweeted at us and they're like, "Yo, are you gonna ask for a superstar money VeVe sign?" So the pink and the blue or the pink and the purple. I tweeted Alex G. No response, but I think it's because he's working on it. He was just trying to hear from his guy,
Right. That's all.
To see if he's gonna do it. But that would be cool. Imagine like getting a customized, like they designed the VeVe logo. They get all the. I don't need any of the profits. Just give it all to them, whatever. But it'd be cool to see like superstar money VeVe signed and see how many people buy it or whatever. That'd be pretty cool. Thanks, Tony. All truth. Yep. Vault has a secret or a DB5. He'll be all right. Yeah, for sure. Vault's got a sick collection. Gail, the legend, 100%. VeVe Vault makes VeVe much more enjoyable. The week isn't the same without his drop part. Yeah, there was one time he missed a drop, but I was like, what do I do? And I don't think you were streaming at that drop either. It was like, what do I do? Nobody's streaming. It was quiet.
Oh man!
I was like, I'm at work. I have it on the side screen. Trying to
strange.
Listen to. I just like even just listening to the comments and hearing what people say. Right. So you're going for the drop, and you're like, do I go for it? Like, did it sell out? What are people thinking? What's the sentiment? That's the part. That's what you get from your drop stream and from Vault's drop streams is the sentiment. That's where you hear what people are thinking, and it gives you that idea. Like, should I go for this in secondary?
Great.
You know what I mean?
Great point. Because there was a span where I didn't go for every single drop. I didn't live stream every drop. And I still don't know if I'm going to live stream every drop or maybe just the big drops. I'm kind of torn on that. Maybe I still leaning towards maybe just every drop. I just maybe not do it as long. Maybe if some drops, I only do it for maybe like a half-hour live stream or something. But
yeah,
still kind of torn on what route I want to go with that. But it must have been strange.
Exactly. Shout out VIP superstar Sarah. How's it going? This is
one
legendary in chat. 100%. You get Johnny Dunn in the house is going to be legendary. You know that for sure. We got Eddie Guerrero in the house. Rest in peace. Eddie Guerrero. I have Silver Surfer Mint 2004 listed for 220 if anyone collects it. Look at this. We're giving people advertising. I think my only issue with VeVe is they don't appreciate Vault and what he's done with the community. I think, I don't know, maybe that'll change. Maybe eventually he'll get into their good books or they'll have a conversation at some point. I'm sure if they meet him, we've been on his channel, solid dude, very nice guy, nothing bad to say about him. I don't know where the disconnect came from, but I think in the long run, for sure, his community, like what he brings to the community, has to be appreciated at some point. I don't know how you can sleep on that.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about me so much? There you go. Listen, everyone talks about you, Vault, because you've touched on everybody in the VeVe space's life. Like, I learned how to hit the button because of you. That's one of my techniques. Like, you change it up, right? There's these different button techniques. Then now I'm doing the Johnny timing technique because it's been working for me. It's just whatever. You learn from watching people.
That's a fact.
Oh my gosh, you followed him on VeVe. Thank you. What do I do? There you go. Johnny done following people in the background, guys. Unbelievable. That's the type of guy he is. Everyone's cheersing, guys. Nothing is what it seems in VeVe. It's true. Do we have any new people in the chat? This chat is all new people. There's a lot of people in here that have not been here. Johnny Dunn has that poll.
Sales.
He brings it. Bob Sales in the house too, by the way. Bob Sales put up another video. I've been waiting to watch another Bob Sales video. This guy says he has the worst internet in the history. It takes him 5 days to upload. So you got to tell the future, make the video, and then 5 days later it'll be accurate and good. I'm new to this chat. What's up, Dave? Welcome. And to go off the power of Juju, I just got chosen for the Lightyear drop. Just now? They're still doing that? I didn't know they're still doing that.
Juju's crazy.
That's Juju. It's doing things that don't exist anymore. That's crazy. How many people we got from Comic? Ooh, that'd be cool to see if anybody in the chat is actually found VeVe through Comic-Con and then was researching. That would be cool.
That would be awesome to see, yeah.
What do I think about Disney's new metaverse project and NFT project outside VeVe? Do you believe VeVe NFTs will be affected? I don't know how it's working. I don't know too much about this. Is it like collectibles or is it just like a video game? What is it? Have you heard about it?
I would have to know more details about how it gets rolled out. Like I just have to know more about it. I initially want to say it's probably a good thing, the fact that one, Disney's getting more into the whole Web3 metaverse space, NFTs, digital collectibles. I think they're using VeVe as like their digital collectible platform. And the other thing too, I wouldn't be worried about the value, because you have to think it's not like we just have a small section of the IP from Disney. We have Disney's entire IP.
Yeah, that's wild.
So think about how big that is, right? VeVe is Reese said this in the AMA. It's going to sound like a quote that I made up and it's going to sound amazing, but I want to give the credit where it's due. Shout out to Reese, a GOAT. He made it just sound so simpler to people to like they could repeat the friends. VeVe is digitizing decades worth of content from the largest 250 plus brands in the world. Decades worth of content. They're just digitizing it on one app. So like, I wouldn't be worried about the value, because I think Disney, Marvel, they're all in on VeVe. If we only had maybe like Pixar from Disney or just like one IP, I think maybe then you could question it. But like, yeah, Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, like literally the biggest IP from Disney, like Minnie Mouse, like Captain America, like we got everything.
They're coming. The Beast, Tinkerbell, right?
Oh yeah, and we got like the Hulk still to come.
You know what I mean, all these things aren't here yet. We got Bo Peep. These are giveaways that you can win if you're in the VIP. By the way, you can win a bunch of them, five per time. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild, the IP that Disney has, and you don't even realize. Some people don't even realize what some of the Disney IP is, and then you're like, oh, I didn't realize that was Disney. You know what I mean? We recently got the Stitch. That's gonna be nuts. Whenever that comes out, there's so many catalysts. That's the thing. Like crazy. There's other projects where there's like one catalyst you're waiting for. This has like
nonstop
on all over the place. You might have some growing pains, but it's the long-term goal that we're looking at here. Come on, 37 likes. Smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
Give me 150 likes.
It's like a VeVe drop.
Yeah. How fast can you smash the like button? Let's see who smashes it first. Thank you, Raphael. I just ran to this VeVe channel, but I've been in VeVe for a while. Dave, don't ever leave. All right. This is we got a lot of videos. We've been posting every single day since January 3rd. I think you'll find something you like. We have some videos that are a little bit controversial, but we like to talk about what people comment on our channel. And there's people who are on both sides, people who are upset, disgruntled. Some people are happy. End of the day, everybody wants their collections to do well. And same for us. We're just going to bring up some things. We want the project to do the right thing, to make it the best project it can be. So whenever we post a title that's a little clickbaity, a little bit negative, it's more to get attention on a topic that we feel is important to talk about, to discuss, to improve the project. That's all it's ever been. And if you watch any of the videos that are titled that way, it's very clear, I think, that we're pro VeVe. Only price prediction, end of 2012.
End of 2021?
2021, 2022. 2022, I think. Yeah. End of the year on Omi, I don't know. I don't have a big bag of Omi. I mean, if they do go, there's a lot of what ifs. If there's OUP, that's huge. If you have Omi to NFT,
huge. That's
huge. I mean, that'll be a huge catalyst. Depending how many people find the project, if they advertise it into the crypto space a little bit more. Omi's got a lot of catalysts ahead as well. It's just something that we have to do a little bit more research on. on our end, but I think OUP is a big game changer for sure. Getting some utility from that coin with the
like only at the end of the day is a utility token, and
Yeah.
there's really this is all before the utility even gets implemented. So I think like now it's just stacking time whenever you
accumulation time.
Yeah, accumulation time is what I should say.
2023. Oh, even further. I have no idea. I can't give you that number.
Really, just like you said, all depends on what develops. Like,
yeah, if we get OUP, like who knows? Like 10 cents? I don't know. It's not financial advice. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Which should I get, Robin or common What If Spider-Man? Ooh, I mean, if I was in that position, I'd probably go Robin just because. I'm assuming you mean FA. Are we talking like Carmen Infantino, the one like?
Technically, they're both FA.
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about. Like the
lower mint. Sorry. Yeah, the one like this, or even the other one looks like the one that I remember as a kid.
Yeah, the Kid Robin.
Yeah, that one.
Is that the one that you said reminds you of when you were a kid?
Yeah, that's the one I remember. Like, I don't know. I feel like just like the outfit more. And the other one is just kind of weird pose. It doesn't remind me of classic Robin.
What you think of what Robin would look like in your head.
I just feel like you could put the other guy next to Batman. It'd be a little bit more. It would be more fitting. But I don't know. I think I'd go Robin. I don't know. How about you, Johnny?
I'd probably go with the season 1 of Robin. The FA Robin there. I think that's one of the bigger collectibles. That got so expensive too during the pump. That was crazy. And then it came back down. But that's one that I think is every Batman fan's gonna want. You know.
Yeah, I know there's a few people who are really pro zombie Spider-Man, but I don't follow Marvel that closely. So to me, it's not on the top of my list. But I know there's a lot of people who might go the other way on that one.
That's still a good one. And this is a speculation comment for that collectible, the zombie Spider-Man. I think one day that cape might be able to come on and off, which is a cool little accessory right there.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'd still probably go this season.
Once they do accessories, that would be really cool. Disney could have its own metaverse, and VeVe could allow all Disney NFTs to be ported over to the metaverse. Everything else in VeVe would be in the VeVe. It's true. I mean, if they allow that, it's still the first Disney on blockchain. So that's going to count for something at some point.
100%.
How do you think Silver Surfer will do long term? I got 167 on drop. Shout out to superstar Killian Navarro.
Drop.
How's it going? Look, do you see his picture there? His professional border. Solid stuff. But good dude. We had a little bit of a chat the other day. I like Silver Surfer. I think it's a cool collectible. I think AR looks sick. 167, I'd probably hang on to it for a bit. I mean, unless you got plans for it. If you know what you're going to sell it for, and then you had that's the only way I might sell it is if I had a plan to do something else.
Yeah, I agree.
Your guess as good as any. I'm sure Disney will appear in many platforms. Hopefully, that means if they're moving into other things, it's going to be everywhere. I would think. Like at that point, people are like Johnny said, they're going to bring people to NFTs by doing that, and then people will find hopefully VeVe and all this other IP. What's going on, Strange? All things Strange. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel. Solid dude. Our first ever interview was with Dr. Strange and Big Collectibles on Big Collectibles channel. So that's awesome. Really cool, really knowledgeable guy. He's been in the space a long time.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
I got a C-3PO and a UR Vader. That's why I'm leaning towards R2-D2. Since I'm a Star Wars guy, you might have answered your own question, Jeff. You might have answered your own question there. If that's your thing, that's what you're going to hold, I think. How do we prepare for AF50?
Add as many gems as possible.
If you watch Johnny, you put your phone like this and you hit buy now like this. Guaranteed secret rare. That's what happens.
I can't wait for that drop. That drop's going to be intense.
Join the VIP, get the juju, and that's all you need to do, guys. Check Marceline. Logan Paul has one listed. I think I follow him on one of my accounts. I don't know. Is that the legit Logan Paul? I know he has a bunch.
I don't think it's a legit one.
He has a big collection though.
He does. Yeah. But that could be a throw us for a loop. I saw him. I don't believe it is because I think Dylan's Collections. He's another OG whale. Shout out to Dylan's Collections if you watch it. I think it's one of his buddies that
he did it. He trolled him.
Yeah, because early on we saw Logan Paul, we saw Gary Vee, we saw Mark Cuban. But they had like no collectibles, and we're like, wait.
Someone did that to us on HRO. We don't have HRO. We're in
no way.
We can't even get it. Someone put superstar money on HRO. So we had to
you made it.
We had to tweet it out so people aren't buying what we had, like, because apparently you can see people's collections there. We don't want people getting scammed or anything either, right? Like, I'll buy your thing. But yeah, that's wild. No, but I'm sure you're right. Maybe there's a bunch of people with fake names on there. I want one, Jay Dunn. I think that's the Moon Boy thing.
The Moon Boy, you need to get one.
You tweeted it out?
Yeah, I just tweeted it out. By
Perfect. Let me retweet that for you.
They look amazing, and I think Reese bought a few of them too. Like Reese from the Comey team, he has a few. It's literally it's probably one of, if not my favorite physical collectible. It's unique. It's like it fits all of the early believers branding of the Big and Moon Boys.
Nice.
Like, I just think, and it's all gold too. I like all the colors. For me, it'd be between the gold and the white one. The white has like original colors.
Yeah. I just retweeted it. So shout out to Drea. Drea_Valeria. That's the Twitter, and I just followed her. So she's got it right there. It's pinned, all the different variations. So you can kind of see it like this.
Yeah, they look amazing.
Yeah,
go shoot her a DM, maybe leave a comment,
99 plus shipping. Not bad for that much detail.
Yeah, she 3D prints them herself. Definitely a creative mind in the community.
There you go, guys.
Look amazing. So, professionally done.
Could be a grail in the future. OG. A friend told me back when Jafar was dropped, did my research and been here. Said, wow, so you came in during Emoji Week. I was big on those emojis. They didn't do too well, but I think if Disney starts coming out with their Funko Pop style things, and we see that emoji blitz game that we were showing off on our channel,
it looks like there's something coming for them.
I feel like it. And they had music. That was the other cool thing.
They do have music for them all.
Yeah. How to Brain, what's going on? VeVe Vault, she's my favorite collectible. Got number 1414. Oh, Marceline. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Marceline, fun fact about that set. First ever NFTs on VeVe in color.
Oh. Yeah, that's Adventure Time, right?
Yep. Second set ever. It was the first set ever, black and white, series 1. And then
I was thinking, is that the first collectible? Is what's his name? Finn? Is he the first collectible that's not an actual figure in real life? That's like, or do they have that figure exactly in that pose?
That's a good question.
I was thinking, because black and white, they're modeled after the physical. If that's the first VeVe exclusive, could have some weight to it eventually, right? Yeah, I never thought about it like that. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, is Finn the first one?
That's a good point. I don't know. That's a good point. I've never seen physical collectibles of them. I've never researched it.
I was going to research it. That's what I was going to do. I was going to research it to see. So maybe someone knows in the comments if there's any. Cool. If not, could be worth it down the line. Who knows?
Yeah.
She does look very cool. Yeah, Marcelina is cool. She's like sitting down. Could like put her on a ledge or something in AR. How am I putting my money on the crypto and bank accounts? Mitchell, you're killing me, man. I got chosen when to let your drop. Oh, so you're saying that's when he got his juju. Imagine you got chosen now. That'd be wild. What do you guys know about Richard Hart and the Hex coin? And do you think ETH will hit 2K by August? I don't know anything about Richard Hart or the Hex coin. And I have no clue if ETH will hit 2K by August. It's been there before.
So, I don't know about by August, but eventually, absolutely, I think it'll hit it in the short term. I just don't know exact month.
Yeah, I think we need macroeconomics to sharpen up a little bit. We need these interest rates to stop getting pumped.
I agree.
Whenever you see them say like, "Oh, we're going to pause interest rates, or we're going to hold them, or we're going to cut them," that's when you might see a little bit more money going into alternative investments. Not financial advice. March 2021, OG. We've come a long way in just over a year.
Crazy.
Wap Mamis.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Has he been in since you? Is this?
Yeah. I think he's always been into a lot of live streams. I think I've seen him a lot.
Yeah. Nice. Michael, I've been quietly building MCP points. I'm close to 1,000 points a day. I can't wait for the program to roll out. Are you guys playing the MCP program? So are you playing, Johnny?
Yeah. So
you probably don't need to even play.
So I definitely think about the MCP all the time. I don't base my entire collection around the program now, but it's definitely something I keep in the back of my mind. It's like number one thing I think of is, do I love this collectible or comic, and then do I see value in it, and then I think of MCP points. Definitely, I think about it a lot.
It was something that I was looking at more so when things were kind of getting out of reach. Because the things that would help you with MCP were cheaper, like rare comics or just having a collectible was one point at that point. Like there was a time when things were really expensive. So that was really good. Now there's basically a ton of options to get some cheap MCP. A lot of comics going for $1, $2 or whatever, right?
I think we're going to see a huge growth. We probably have already seen it in the MCP points per person. A lot of people are stacking MCP points right now.
Once they drop that new article, it's going to take off for sure.
Yeah, it really is.
Doesn't
And
even
not
matter.
only is it going to help with those future drops, but I think a lot of it's going to tie into like personal ego type thing. Because like being on the app for a while, you're going to be known as like a master collector, level, rank, whatever. If someone's got a higher rank than you, there's going to be a lot of competition going on. So
exactly, people are competitive.
Yeah.
Other communities sleep on VeVe heavily. It's a matter of time. Booth. I think he's doing YouTube too. By the way, I think I saw some tweets of Booth 777 doing some YouTube.
Numbers. I love the numbers.
So I think don't sleep on Booth 777. If you're doing content, man, keep doing it. I think I saw one of them. Thank you guys. You're awesome. No problem. I was number 3 on HRO. I'd seen you with Rob Stuff, Michael Champa or something, right? People really compete for those points in HRO. I wonder how that will translate to VeVe MCP. So it was a great question.
Good to know.
Great photo. I have that comic. I think.
Oh, you have that comic?
Yeah, I ended up picking it up. I was actually
nice. That's gonna blow up once.
Trying to flip it because I seen like a 700 gem undercut, which at the time it was from 2,400 to like 1,600, 1,700. So I picked it up and then I was like, okay, now it's at 2,400. I'll list it for 21. And nobody bought it. This is like right at the beginning of the fall off. Now it's holding its way though. Like it's around 1,500 gems still. So I'm only down like 100 gems or something on it. But
that's one of the comics I see exploding once we can put in our showroom.
It's just so scarce, and the cover is beautiful. Yeah. Like, look, we got people making it their PFP, right? Yep. I'm thinking of selling of 80% of my collection and rolling into Omi. There's a lot of catalysts with Omi too. I mean, it's risky, like you said. Yeah, I mean risky, the collectibles.
But I mean, if you believe in VeVe, I mean, you believe in Omi. It's one of those. It's so hard because I don't know the right or wrong answer. Yeah. I just say I always think that things are safer when you don't do too much. It's riskier. Yeah. It could pan out and be the move, right? It could definitely be the move.
You're bigger into your collectibles than your Omi bag, or you?
I have a Omi bag. It's not as big as I want. It's only like just over 1 million right now. It'd be more, but I bought when it was like at 0.007 all the way down. So I didn't have enough cash to stack at like 0.001. I wish I probably have like 5 mil right now.
I bought
that's something I'm adding right now as we speak. Like the small amount of money that I do have extra, I'm just stacking Omi because it's so easy to buy right now.
Yeah, it's cheap.
It's cheap.
I mean, I bought.
I wish I had like 10 mil, but
280,000 or something. So I got a small bag, but I bought it like you around 0.007. I'm looking at it now, but. I mean, there's opportunity in the market right now.
That's I feel like it's so hard. It's like it's really one of the toughest decisions. Do you buy the cheap deals in the VeVe market? Because you can also eventually sell those collectibles for Omi. So that's kind of how I've been thinking about.
But then in the future, you can buy with the Omi.
Exactly. You can. So there's going to be a like arbitrage opportunity available.
We had a great discussion actually with Pudding Cheeks. I don't know if you saw that one.
He would be one to really talk about.
We did a video with him, and he was mentioning how back in the day. And you probably are aware of it, but you had to decide, like, do I want to take my profits? Because you could take it out into Omi or something back in the day he was mentioning.
I was after that period.
Oh, you just missed it.
He's triple OG. I was probably a month or two late on that.
He was saying how it was a game. It was a mind game because you would have to watch the Omi chart at the same time as the collectible chart. He's like, I didn't know what to do. Like he had like a number 40 something of Rizzo or something. You're saying
he's probably talking 2020 days, like right before the public. So he got in early.
But he's selling the Rizzo because he's like, oh, Omi's at this price. I have to judge. Like I have to judge. Omi could probably go back. He's reading so many charts, man. That guy's brain is so analytical that he's probably just like overthinking everything at that point. He's like, you don't realize when you're that early, you don't think of it like you do now. So it's making decisions back then, like you did really well considering you stacked a bunch of stuff. You said you had 6 or 7 of things, and we're selling off duplicates. That's awesome that you actually had the foresight because he was mentioning how hard that is to actually do.
It was crazy back then. Like it was so early. I was even a little bit later than him. I think he got in 2020, like October, November, December period.
Yeah.
When I got in March 2021, I thought I was late. And it was so early still to where people were making fun of me saying, dude, Johnny, there's not even 7,500 people in the app. Why are you buying a 7,500 edition collectible? I was like, exactly. So buy it now. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of people. And people are like, dude, Johnny, there's literally like 7,000 people in the app. I'm like, exactly. So go all in right now. And people are just laughing.
No one listens. It's true. Yoda voice. OUP leads to MCP leads to collector levels leads to VeVe land. Be nice to see some land. I started watching Johnny since the
What, under
second
the
VeVe
sun?
stream. OG Johnny Rockets right there.
Yeah, for real.
Moon Boy, why do you think Mighty's FA Captain America hasn't pumped? It's FA. It's got a physical statue at the VeVe booth. It's gamification rumors. It's pumped. It's not pumped. It's like those things there. They go through cycles. Whenever people say something, I mean, the Mighties. You're either for them or you're against them.
Yeah, for real. I guess that's one way to put it.
Yeah, I pray the baby superstar is doing well. God bless you guys and everyone here. Also, do you think showrooms can be like Andy's Toy Story room or Beautiful Cast? I do think that's going to come out. I think they will eventually maybe sell different types of showrooms or something like that. And the baby's doing super well. She's sleeping. I'm kind of lowering the voice, trying to get through the chat as quickly as
Sorry,
possible.
it's going for so.
Yeah, you know what? You bring in the big guns. You got to expect to talk for a while, and I expected that. I mean, I knew that a lot of people would be coming through to see you, so I'm really, really grateful that you came on. Thank you for all that you do. I have been in the VeVe since April, and I've been watching all your videos since the beginning. Michael, thank you very much for being here. We've been in, like I said, since January 3rd, every single day. We haven't missed a day. Ironman streak. We want to get the year for sure, and then we'll see where this thing is. We'll see where this thing is at that point. What do you guys think the next collectible drop will be? Another Marvel, Disney? I don't know. You know what?
I wanted some speculation and some comments, but I didn't really see too many predictions. So I
can see them going back to DC just to kind of shake it up. I mean, they've done a couple of Disney drops recently. They just did a huge Marvel.
DC, you said, right?
Yeah, I think that I can see them go to DC, maybe kind of like please them. Like, look, we didn't forget about you, even though we're at the Marvel booth.
I could see that. That's a good point.
Maybe. Your chemistry is high level when you're 2 hours into the stream and have so much to talk about. We need monthly collabs. Yeah, I know. Well, we just actually started communicating with Johnny maybe 2 months ago or something like that, back and forth on Twitter. But definitely we're trying to get a bunch of creators through here and talking, because especially OGs like Johnny, because they bring a different dynamic that a lot of people don't have. They weren't here at this time, and just learning from you helps people make decisions. Like, you just went over your whole Walt story. If you guys didn't see that, I mentioned how my experiences in the app have helped me on the Darth Vader drop. And these types of things, hopefully, if you just got here and you just found it maybe through Comic-Con or whatever, these things might help you a little bit in advance of your next Grail experience. Aloha to Nick Batchelor. How's it going in Hawaii? Love the Hawaii fam out there. Thanks for the stream, guys. It's been a while. My voice is starting to go. I don't know if you can hear that.
My voice has been cracking lately too on my streams. I noticed that.
We've been too hyped. We've been too hyped with all the good news, right? So you think they drop in AF15 this or next quarter? Or wait for more use. I think they're going to bless us in August. I don't know if it'll be August 1st, but I think it's going to be August. What do you think, Johnny?
Oh, it's funny you said that. So the last couple of days I was actually leaning towards maybe in a few more months, not yet, but the last couple of days I've been predicting August 7th. They're going to drop it. And the reason why I think August 7th is because I looked at my Secret of Spider-Man when that drop was, and it was August 7th. Ooh. And I was like, what's the date of August 7th coming up? And it was a Sunday. And I was like, oh, so could they be celebrating the first ever Marvel NFT, the first appearance Spider-Man in digital format, 1 year anniversary on the same date, 1 year later on a Sunday? Usually they do comics on the weekday, but something that big would be a weekend.
That's cool. Yeah.
August
my guess was the 15th. And
is that the
Amazing Fantasy 15 on the 15th, right?
That could definitely be it.
I think just because they might want to, everyone's thinking it's August 1st. I think they're not going to do it because everyone thinks it's that day. And then they want to troll. Like, these guys are super trolls.
They are. Yeah.
They'll troll. People will be like, oh crap, they didn't do it. Everyone's going to buy up stuff. And then that's good for them too, right? So if they skip August 1st and then but August 7th, I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea.
It could be any time in August.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I feel like most people aren't ready, including myself. So if you're ready,
good question, Superstar Billy Bob. Hey, listen, if you got space on the credit card, that's how I'm looking at it. For real. Make sure I pay my bills before then. That's all.
And not financial advice when we say this, guys, but sometimes, for me, I put a lot of this early stuff on the credit card, and if I wasn't able to do that in the early days, people told me I lost my mind. What are you doing? Yeah. People what are you doing racking up this kind of stuff on these digital items? I was like, well, guess what, guys? It just changed my life essentially. So sometimes if you really believe in something, I don't always recommend it, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do to make some dreams come true. So
Guys, you do play within your means, though. Don't ever
100%.
put yourself out of money or that type of thing. Not financial advice. We're not
Definitely not
financial
financial
advisors.
advice.
Yeah. Speaking of finances, thank you very much to 369 Wise Man Crypto.
Huge.
$15 donation. Thank you very much. You don't have to do that. I had to represent the OGs as well. Bought Omi last year, January, and didn't find out about VeVe till March. Wow. Wow. It's been 3 months in Omi and didn't know about VeVe. That's wild.
Wow.
That's wild. I love hearing these stories. Shout out to Mel's MetaMatch, another YouTuber. Go check her out. Does Disney VeVe content live. Yes, we are almost done here. I'm losing my voice. What's good? El Champ, the consultant, the comic book consultant as well, always leaving alpha in the comments. What's good, superstars? ASM 252 could rise again rapidly with Secret Wars speculation. I think that's what Laura M was talking about. Secret Wars is when Spidey gets the black symbiote suit, and 1,000 copies aren't many to go around.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Johnny. You might have to go find some.
Some gems.
People laughed at me when I first showed up to VeVe. They could have still bought Rizzle for $69.99 when I was showing it to my friends, saying it'll hit 100K. Wow, Kobe is an OG too. Sub 1,000, I think, users. Kobe.
Woo! Shout out to Kobe from the vision, man.
Where's Rob? Blame Rob. Yeah, blame Rob in the comments. Hashtag thanks Johnny in the comments. That will be good for when Rob comes back. He broke his phone too on the first day of vacation. Broke his phone. I've had zero contact with him.
Oh my gosh!
I don't even know if he's watching. Yeah, imagine he's in a different country from us, and he has no phone.
Probably
can't call him.
Gonna curse at the same time.
Yeah, his brother's with him, so he's been communicating that way. But it's tough. I think he comes back tonight, so I can talk to him tomorrow. Hopefully, he gets a phone. I think another artist drop is coming. Maybe that's true. We've been due for an artist drop as well. People still laugh today. We're really early. San Diego Comic-Con had all the collectors, and 99% of them didn't know about VeVe. A lot still dismiss NFTs too. Yeah, I think there's definitely a stigma.
Yeah.
I think a differential for certain collectibles is that they were never cheap, like MC1, for example, Darth Vader. Something like AF-15, I bet won't be at $3. Yeah, it won't. But you can still look at comparables. Like I think MC1 is probably a pretty good comparable for maybe where that might settle in the marketplace. Maybe even go higher just off the hype and then maybe settle back down. This comic could be the big. Could be. Yeah. Could be. I mean, it's been pretty hyped up. A couple of months of hype here.
Secret Rare. The difference when the MC1 came out and it was being resold for like $2, $3. I think people just had no idea. Yeah. I think that was the difference. Now people understand comics. Yeah, exactly. Like
you're like, what the heck do I want this for?
For the first 6 months, we never even saw comics on the app. It was just a collectible app. Then they introduced this new vertical comic books, and it was like it called
Johnny. Why don't you have 700 MC1s?
Yeah, dude, that was. We talked about all my great plays.
Yeah,
we could talk about one of my bad plays. Was not.
No, you never can. You can't hold yourself on that.
I live streamed that one too, and so I went back recently and watched that live stream. Like, what went down here? Why didn't I buy all of them? Right. And so for that drop, it was so funny. I got probably 8 on the drop, and you could have probably got 15, but I was pausing in between the drop instead of going buy. I was like, buy. Let me wait 5 seconds here. Try to time it for the secret rare randomly.
Did it sell out on the drop? It sold out.
It sold out, but it took 5 minutes.
Oh.
And so once it
60,000 mints though.
Once it did finally sell out, I was like, oh my God, it sold out. We didn't think it was going to sell out, because nothing was really selling out. So it sold out in 3 to 5 minutes. And my face was like, oh my God, it just sold out. This is monumental.
I got to watch that one. I got to go back and watch that one.
Go back and watch that live stream. I think I did it with my shades on.
There's 2 I got to watch now. I got to watch that one, and I got to watch the Walt to see your face.
Oh, the Walt. Yep. The last Disney drop. And then the MC1 drop. It's just funny because I could have went buy now, and probably got 15 to 20, but I was like, buy now. I'm gonna space it out, get the secret rare.
I took it for granted.
I was trying to. If I got the secret rare, it would have looked like a genius alien move, but it didn't work out.
I think these SDCC people are going to take a while to make an impact. They were just visually overloaded. Yeah, think about it when you join something, right? You want to do some research. You want to watch some YouTube videos. Figure out what you're putting your money into. August 2023, please. I'm not ready. Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that boat, but I think it's going to come sooner than that. David, you needs to hire some animators from Disney to create a mascot. Omis. That'd be cool. Could be August 10th. This is the other date I've been seeing. Yeah. August 10th. That's the other date I've been seeing. The anniversary of AF-15. That'd be interesting.
You know what I think it's going to be then? I think they're going to announce the drop on August 10th. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't make sense. Maybe they
announce it on the 7th.
Yeah,
that's good timing. Announce it a couple of days before, drop it the 10th. That makes sense too.
Like a Wednesday.
VeVe community has made AF 15 have more coverage than COVID at this point. That comic's gonna break the app. I think so.
I agree.
I joined December 2021. One of the first people I saw was Johnny Legend. Followed Superstar since you started, and we're all learning together.
Shrump a lump.
Let's go.
Oh,
Shrump a lump. Love you, man. Thank you for being in the chat. Watch showrooms be drops for showrooms. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's going to be drops for showroom. Imagine that the showroom is the gamification setting. Like if you have the showroom, you can play the game. The back cave, that'd be cool. I could see it. Or it could be December 28th, Stan Lee's birthday. It could be any day. A lot of speculation. Maybe we get a Stan Lee collectible in that.
I was just about to say that. What made me think of that? Did I just see like a collectible? I saw a collectible of Stan Lee somewhere.
We must have seen the same thing on Twitter.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just said that. You read my mind right there.
Hey, Kevin Smith put the majority of the cost to make clerks on credit cards. Comics were taken seriously back in the day when MC1 dropped. They didn't start booming until October 2021.
Yeah, I agree.
And do y'all have any graphs yet, superstars? Interested to see any new wallets from SDCC. We're working on it. Rob, like I said, he's away right now, but when Rob comes back, we will definitely get back to the analysis of the tokens and how much stuff's been sold and bought. But right now, like Kelly from VeVe Fox,
I was just about to say, VeVe Fox is doing a bunch of that, like behind the scenes metadata stuff. She probably has a bunch of that kind of information, Mel, on her YouTube channel.
So, guys, thank you again for joining us today. Long stream, 2 hours, 25 minutes. We held it down, Johnny. Thank you for coming. If you haven't already, do this on Johnny's subscribe button. Johnny Dunn on YouTube. Follow him on Twitter. Fantastic follow. And if you haven't already, become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this. We're going to bring through Johnny again in the future when Rob's back. And become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Johnny, for blessing us with your having me, man. And we will see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.
Peace out, y'all.